Hola, hola. Is y'all up or is y'all asleep? Hey, we back. I just vegged out on TikTok for a minute, had me something to eat. Looked around, seeing what they had going on over here. We back. Hola, hola. Hi, Mari. Hi. What is y'all doing? Why is y'all up? It's late for the old people. It is late. Hey, I got some on my. I gotta get used to y'all. Pray for me. Y'all know it takes me a minute. Y'all know it takes me a minute to get back used to these eyes working. You don't believe what, Mr. Lawson? That I'm over here? Are you the person that sends me the books, Mr. Lawson? Mr. Michael? Did you send me that red book back there? I gotta figure out who this Mr. Michael is that sends me all of these amazing books. Is it you? It's a Michael that sends me amazing books. I'm gonna tell y'all why that's special to me. And this Michael don't even know it. But there was another Michael in my life. Not Jackson, thank you, Jesus. No, not you. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he gonna remain silent for years now, because it's been 3 years. You don't never say nothing. It's been some years now. And hey, Auntie. And this Mr. Michael been sending old books. Oh, they smell old too. I don't know if they added his collection or where he be getting them, but they've been around. But I think he gets a kick out of me loving them as much as he probably did. So thank you, sir. I will take care of them. I will. Excuse me. Hello to everybody I miss. Hey, Orvaline, you live in Montana? I think we talked about that before. Yes. I was gonna lay down, y'all, but I don't know. I don't feel like well, I was laying down, but I was gonna go to sleep, but I'm like, I don't feel like it. So I figure I'll come talk to y'all for a minute until I get sleepy, maybe. I don't know. We in the I was about to say the other word, but we over where we do what is it called? Missionary work. So just in case y'all wanna come over here. I was about to call it our old name, but I can't be offensive to the people. Hey, I will say this. Toya, we got 2 pair. I'm gonna show you these other ones. Now I showed the people earlier. Here they go. So I got a second pair, right? Did I take them out of here? Oh, circle. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Oh, they in here. I was about to say, oh, girl, because I be in lay them down. So I got these. Aren't they cool? Y'all already know about them, but I'm new to the glasses world, so I got these, right? They're glasses, but they got the line. But she put my line in the wrong place. And the same, I mean, I'm not talking about her or nothing, but I'm going to get the other lady, because the other lady did my other pair of glasses that I got 3 years ago. They was perfect. These, she measured both of them, and they wrong. First, I thought I just didn't know where to look, but they wrong. Like, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how to show you, but can you see? Like, it's something wrong right here. You see how thick my glasses is, girl? It's something. She didn't put the lines right or something. I don't know. They in the wrong place, is what I'm thinking. Cause girl, as soon as I look over, right? As soon as I look over, I can see the magnified at the bottom. Like, it got my eyes all crazy. Lady, put this stuff down here at this bottom part, please. Because I'm new to the glasses and y'all messing with my stuff. And I read all day. So, whether it be books or y'all comments, I need this to be right. Please. You should have gotten single vision pair as well. I did, Auntie. That's what these is. That's what these is. These is the single vision, Auntie, with the little thing on the bottom. That's what she said these was. This the singles. I got a progressive lens right here. Y'all not listening to me. This is what our family do. They ain't forget. They still. She said it was a single lens and they put the readers down at the bottom, is what she said. These are my transitions. Or the progressives. You shouldn't see the reader lines when you're looking straight ahead. Right. Q5 heartbeats. Is there a prescription in the house tonight? Right. She didn't do. I know she didn't do them last time. So when I go back, I'm gonna just tell her. Can I have her do it, please? It was nice talking to you, but you got glasses on too. Maybe you can't see, cause the other girl wear glasses, but she did it right. Both pairs of these is not right to me. And this is only my second and third pair of glasses in my whole life, so I don't know. But I don't want to be mean. But you didn't do it right, lady. Can you get? I want her, the other lady. And when she was taking my measurements, the other lady put the glasses on my face and measured from my eye. She came and tried to mark them, and she was like, "Is that good?" I'm like, "Fertilizer? I don't know. You the doctor, damn. Tell me what I'm supposed to be seeing." No, I wanted the okay. These are going to be my driving glasses. That's what these are going to be. Because they have shades. Okay? These are going to be my driving glasses. But I wanted a separate pair from these. And she said this was another option. Okay? I'm going to take them back. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to ask the other girl to do them because she did my glasses 3 years ago when y'all sent me in for glasses the first time. Okay? Because neither one of these pairs. And I think they gave me the ones that was on the thing. You heard me? Because these is wobbly as hell. I said, ain't no way these is new. Like, these feel like they was the display. I don't know. I'm going to take them back. I don't know. And I could just be picky. The progressive, they put it too far down. Right. Bad, bro. I'm still looking on my creams. Keep doing what you do. What happened? That's what these are. I know. I don't know if you can see, but that's what these are. These are progressives. They have these are trifocals. I got it. I got a pair. I had a pair before. That's what I'm telling y'all. Never mind. Let's move on. We're not going to talk about it because ain't nobody listening, and I feel like I done repeated it a whole bunch of times. Yeah, exactly. See, Toya, you feeling what I'm saying here. I don't got money to waste, and I need to know that this is right. These are growing on me, but them is completely wrong. It ain't even no space in between like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's over. I know what I need to do. Take these back, and that's what I'm going to do. These is growing on me. They a little bit better, but them, nowhere near right. Okay? These is still kind of working on me. And it is a stronger prescription too, but I just know the placement isn't right. I can't explain it to y'all. The placement ain't right, damn it. You said we listening about the jump off girl and cuss me out. I just told y'all this is my second and third pair of glasses. I don't know. And the lady was asking me, is it right? I'm like, you supposed to be telling me, hell, I don't know. Yeah, is it? Nigga, I don't know. So, help me. Help me, help you, help me. Hell, I don't know. But is it right? I be feeling like I want to tilt my glasses. I don't know what's going on. Y'all gonna have to help me, hell. I just said that. For real. But the world is ending. I gotta get my glasses while I can. Now I done got them on a budget. I understand that they on a budget, so maybe that's why y'all treat me like this. But I need my stuff right. I got to pay my stuff. Listen, save my little coins and stuff. I ain't got time to be running back and forth to the stuff. I ain't about to do it. Anyway, so there's that. We didn't got that. Listen, Listen, Mark, I need my eyes. You hear me? Oh, another thing. Raise your hand if you got a road atlas. We're going to talk about this right now because it was a budget or not, glasses ain't cheap. This part, auntie, this part. And y'all see how long I've been saying I was going to go. So I have to save my coins. Like, I don't got time. Listen, I've been telling y'all for over, what, at least 6-7 months. And I waited and waited and waited until I couldn't wait no more. So, you know. Okay, good job. All right. You need to have one. Okay, me and y'all nephew talked about this last night. I said, hey, there's not going to be any GPS. And if stuff is crazy, you need to be able to sit down and write out your... Who remembers having to do that? I'm going to put up 2 hands. My mom made us do it, and I made my kids do it. It's very important. Before MapQuest, it was you better get that map atlas was that road atlas was always either folded up in between the seats or in a pocket on the side or in the back somewhere. Pull that road atlas out and see what the next exit is, so we can get off here and get some gas and get something to drink. I'm talking about just as a kid, we had to do it. In between the seats, right? They even had certain places marked, don't stop. I'm going to say it again. They even had places, certain ones, marked with a red dot, don't stop. Okay, you'll need to have one. You'll need to have one. You know what else is good? A farmer's atlas. Is it called the farmer's almanac? I'm sorry. A farmer's almanac tells you when the sun is gonna set and when it's gonna rise at the very moment. Good thing to have too. It's good for vegetables, but it's also good for something else. Just in case your phone ain't working, you will know what time the sun is gonna go down. So then you'll be able to They did used to be free. Like the map of that actual state. So sometimes they would have all the states that they went to. My nephew just checked the Farmer's Almanac for me today. I'm trying to tell you, auntie. I know a little bit. Listen, my family from the country. My mama and them is from down south. So all the stories that we see in them movies, I heard them get my hair combed and pressed out. And while they was bathing us and while we was in the car on road trips and eavesdropping on conversations when you had the long cord and your mom used to walk through the house and be cleaning up with the long cord, I was always the ear hustler. I'm going to hear what you're talking about. Sure was. In real life. Excuse me. I wanted to go fishing in the morning. He said, that's a negative. This. The uncle that I told y'all that used to make me break the worms apart and I would have to put it on the thing or smell that stinky fish bait. Well, we used to go fishing at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. You have these 2 things. This is way before the internet. Well, at least in 1988, I wasn't using no internet. Now, somebody might have been, but I wasn't. So, that's when you still had to mail order, call in the 1-800 number. And your mama get mad because the first issue is free, and then they be looking for the money, and you didn't send them your $10 money order for the first issue, but you don't know it's a subscription, and you got to come up off of your allowance that is $10 every month to keep getting those. Well, so I'll figure out how I'm gonna pay for it later. She used to be so bad, like, don't order nothing else off this TV. I'm in Mississippi. I fish every time I come. Oh yeah. Oh, have a good time, Auntie. Have a good time. Love being down south. It's great. I had to get orange for your grandpa bake shop. We used to, I don't know. I don't know. Ah, my grandma fishing. She would always go fishing just over a bridge. For real, somewhere she could walk to. I been want to go fishing. I got 4 poles out there and ain't putting that neither one of them in the water. Now somebody, the person that gave them to me, 2 of them brand new. 2 of them I don't think they ever been used, cause he had just bought them and then he just died, which was pretty crazy. But he gave them to me years before he died, which made me, I don't know. I told y'all that already. It made me feel some type of way because when he gave them to me, it was like, guy had already told me he was gonna go, but he didn't go till like a year and a half later, right? But I don't know if he even knew he was gonna go. So it was weird, right? But I got 4 poles out there from a man. Like I adopted him as my grandpa when I was married. I used to make sure he had his meds and stuff like that. He used to come down and ask me to help him work his phone and stuff. Stressing me out. And now I'm waiting on my grandkids to get to that age so I can come in here and help me do this phone. What I gotta do, grandbaby? Grandbaby, come in here and show me. Now swipe and open this for your grandma. Now what I do? That's about where I'm at. Because after they did that thing, Samsung update, baby, you talking about a nigga couldn't use her phone. I woke up like, what the hell is wrong with my phone? I thought it was hacked. Listen, come in here and help me. If it wasn't for TikTok, baby, I'd have been lost. You hear me? You said, how much did my Alice cost? Girl, I don't know. You can get them at Walmart, though, and AutoZone, places like that. I didn't have them for years. I probably bought it when you might have been 10 years old. I don't know. No, but I be having them, They I don't know how much they is now. They used to be no more than $10, probably like 8 something at Walmart. I don't know how much they are now. But if you have little kids and you travel out of town and everything isn't on an airplane, road trips are good for children. You know that, right? Me and my son just talked about this. I said when y'all was little, they knew what state we were going into or leaving out of by the monuments, right? Middle America has that big old white cross, and different places have certain, monuments and different things like that, landmarks and stuff. So I always thought, because I got kidnapped, I told y'all that. So I always wanted my kids to be able to know the states that they would, God forbid, if they ever got kidnapped, they would be able to know even before they could read, right? Because we took different highways down all different places. I wanted them to be able to tell people the states that they was in. And so we traveled across country a lot, and they already would know before 5 years old. They could pretty much tell you what state we were in. They couldn't even read. You hear me? So it's very important. God forbid, but people do take folks' kids, and a lot of kids don't be knowing what's going on, but they be big enough to look out the window. You hear what I said? They can tell you every TikTok dance. That means that you could teach them what states they're in, what cities. How do you know we're in this city? How do you know we're in that city? Because after a while, the kidnappers take them out. They not always locked up in a room somewhere, especially if they plan on keeping them. You know what I'm saying? They make them go out in public and just say, you better not tell anything. Well, this is a way for you to say, I was taken across states. I know because this and this and this and this. And that might be a draft conversation, but it's a reality. I just found out that no one at my job knows what's going on and nowhere near prepared. Wow. I think that's most of the world. I feel like only less than 40% of the world is really ready for what's getting ready to happen. Love gas stations too, or any trucker gas station where you fill up. Okay, thank you. Yeah, do you hear me? What can you do about it? I was just thinking about the sundial yesterday. This one or just any one, Maury? Oh! Oh no! My alethiometer! This why I gotta build another shelf. Cause stuff just be falling off. Oh no, are you alright? She's fine. Our alethiometer, auntie! The heck? And fell down. Who ain't gonna be able to tell the time and where north and south is? I mean, I got a compass, but I got me a sundial watch as well, just in case the batteries or anything go out on the other cans. Cause I don't even know. Just rough. I'm trying to tell you, Mark. Listen, it's really sad. I be breaking a lot of stuff, and I don't even mean to. A spray bottle hate to see me coming. It is a graveyard of spray bottles in my house. I done tried all the kinds. The heavy duty ones, baby, they all last about a good 3 months. A spray bottle hate to see me coming, I'm trying to tell you. They not gonna last. I done bought the dollar store ones, the expensive ones, the cutesy little ones y'all be using. Baby, don't even worry about it. Spray bottle hate to see CERCA coming, I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, this got the compass on it, you know what I'm saying? All the goods. Yep, nephew, we gonna need these here in a minute. Don't even worry about it. Got the sundial on it and everything. People was laughing at me 4 years ago. And when I went ahead and got this. Ain't so funny now, is it? Because if they hit our phones and they turn off the internet and the TV, how you gonna know what time it is? Hmm? Once the batteries run down, how you gonna know what time it is? Mari hit it on the heat. For real. But see, didn't they think I was crazy? They thought I was crazy, nephew, for buying this. And if you got to get out of a town where the sun don't need to go down on it, how you gonna know what time if you ain't got a farmer's almanac? It's a lot of things that we just don't because we got technology. But baby, listen, it's some things you're gonna need to have, especially if you plan on playing hide and go seek with a certain group of people. You can't hide and seek and you don't know what's going on. You can't even make a plan and you don't know what time and you know what I'm saying and all. I mean, come on now. That's why I be saying people. Yeah, I'll be the weird one. You hear what I said? I said I'll be the weird one. Mm-hmm. Sure will. I will be the weird one. Listen, I just ordered my 2026 Randy McNally Spiral Bound Atlas. Okay, good job. Or calculate how much time you need to get back to your original campsite. Come on. From gathering food or water. This, Mari. This. Because they just think, oh, I'm just going to do it. Oh, okay, well, if it's people playing hide and go seek with you, and you need to learn their patterns before they learn yours so that you can make your plan. How you going to do that with nothing? You don't know which way is north, south, east, west. You don't know about how many miles it is from one point to the other. Nothing. Interesting. You don't know if it's a county road or a main road where there might be a hide and go seek spot there. You won't know. And that's the sad part about it because people just feel like, these are things I worry about when I get there. Well, that's the worst time to be trying to figure out a plan. You ain't even got no fake plans together. Sound like never mind. You got some concepts, right? Got it. and things that go bump in the night, especially in the mountains. Come on. Right, it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff where you're going to be having to worry about. Maybe I do need to make some coffee. Talking to my 13-year-old in the woods to teach him how to find his way without a compass. Good job. Good job. But why we can't just have, I mean, that's good too, you're right. Just in case. But I got compasses on everything. Hopefully I don't never have to be without one just in case. But it is good to know. I got little compasses, big compasses, just all kinds for this reason. But yeah, that is good though. To do it without nothing, which is what Harriet Tubman and them did. They didn't have no compass. They used the stars, which means they understood astronomy and astrology. You said Q centers opening music and the juke joint tunes. Listen. Think about it. They knew what herbs to eat in the ground, which ones were poisonous, which ones could help your eyes. I mean, they weren't allowed to go to no doctor. So then they had to become their own doctors and their own therapists and everything. Not that we wasn't already that before we came here, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean by that. So that they could see, because we have been doing that, because some of them wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for us knowing about the herbs and the, you better not let massa die. You better not. You better not let massa die. You go out there and find something, yeah. So, y'all see they getting rid, what is it, habeas corpus, or whatever you want to call it, habeas corpus, with corpus habeas, however you say it. They don't got to have a reason to arrest you. They arresting officials now. Do this look like any of the stuff I asked y'all to go watch? I think something was happening with this in some of the shows. I said, hey, I want you to go and look at some stuff about them people over there. Them folks that, you know, them one people that live over there, them people. Them. When they moved into the neighborhood, them people over there, when they moved in, yeah, some of the same things started happening. Like you had to be very careful about what you say and who you know. I know, pumpkin. That's what I'm talking about. And they trying to get that pass where they don't have to have a reason. They can just put you where they put you. Did we talk about that? Being in a military prison. Who remembers me saying you can be big and bad all you want to? This is going to be about strategy. Blending in. You remember? I said they don't got to tell you nothing about nothing because you ain't even there if they don't want you there. But you there. Y'all remember? They making America straight. Yeah, you can't type all that stuff, but okay, you got to learn a different way to say it. That's why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. Those are all cue words to make them flag my live and start deleting comments. I don't know if you know it or not. So, it's been 3 years since we talked about it. Do y'all see it happening? Do you? Now you see why I didn't want to be all over the place. Because the book guys is watching everything you do. This is why I told y'all, hey pumpkin, stop putting your every move and every time you go somewhere and every time you about to eat something and every I said, y'all better quit doing that. Not just for the crazy people that's regular, for the other crazy people. No. You letting them know, putting everybody in your life. It's not good. That's why most times, like my kids, if I'm around them, y'all know I used to be trying to avoid, put the phone down for a long time. Finally, I just was like, okay, y'all can see them. But for a long time, I'd be like, hold on, y'all. And I'll put the phone down when I was visiting them. And most times, y'all know when I come back, I might come up missing for a week. Unless I go live and then I was blocking the thing and all of that. It was because what do you need to know? Like driving in a car, people can see the signs by your house and the numbers. It's just craziness. So that's why would you do that? That's scary. But evidently you ain't never been stalked in real life. But when you've been stalked in real life, that's just certain stuff you're not about to be just putting that out there like that. Especially when you know the folks that say they don't mess with you always watching. You definitely don't be wanting to tell your haters where you at. Went to Walmart today in a pink. Y'all gotta be careful with your stuff now. Say, now it's come down to even you taking pictures and don't even have to post them. All of it's being tracked. Yeah. This. Did we talk about it? I said most people gonna get caught because of this right here. They ain't gonna be able to get this. They not gonna be able to do it. And this is why for the last 3 years we've been doing this right here, right? Y'all know all the stuff we've been doing. I don't got it all in here, but y'all know we got coloring books. We've been, detoxing ourselves as much as we can. And spending days and days and days without being online and just doing stuff in the house. So when this goes away, we don't have panic attacks and be jonesing for it because we wake up and the first thing that we do is grab our phone, check the time, check the weather, see who texts on the toilet. Boom. Now I'm scrolling or checking emails. Okay, I'm brushing my teeth. I got the phone popped up. I'm in the shower. I got the phone popped up. I'm looking and seeing what my day is going to be, what I need to buy from the thing. You don't even have to leave your house for anything now. You can order a new house to your old house. You can order a car to your house. You can order food to your house. You can order a body to your house. Any makeup. Whatever you need, you can order it all from the palm of your hand. So what happens when you have all of these devices but they don't work? What will you do? When you can't just pop on and see what somebody else is doing, you cannot see their face. Like going back to these days. Hello. Nah, what y'all doing now? Who all over there? I hear Mama in the back. Is that Granny? Put her on the phone. Hey, Granny. Is that Uncle Bubba back there? I hear him too. Tell Titi I'm on my way. Who else there, Grandma? Not. Hey, y'all. Everybody say hey. Hey, everybody. Hey. Some people don't even know what that life is like. If you under 15, that's not even a real thing for you. A home phone where you can't see nobody. They don't even what? What do you mean you couldn't? What is this? It's a phone. How do you use it? I remember, I'm telling, I put it on my keys on the ring. I said, they was like, how do you dial it? I said, you move it to the number. They said, what? Oh, no. I said, we got real fast at it. We didn't wait till it ran all the way back. We just used to hit the numbers because we need to hurry up and hop on the line. We didn't wait till it go all the way back. Why is you waiting? No, hit the next number. And then I showed them the old school phones that we had that looked like a banana with the cord. And they was like, so how did you take it outside? It was a long cord like this. And it just had to go through the whole house like it was connected? Yes. They was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't want to live then. Wait a minute. And we said we didn't want to live when the phones was on the wall at the house, like the big round, and it was. My grandma had one of them phones that was on the wall, the wood ones, and it had the little thing underneath there. She had one with the thing and the thing, all of that. She had a couple of them. Then they had the ones that was stuck on the wall. Calling cards to call people long distance. Listen. Yes, I know about the man. Yep. That's how you was gonna call out of town, because you call her and run them numbers up. It wasn't no hiding it on no bill. It was not hiding that. You said, how about some people have the phones you put quarters in? The pay phone. Yeah. And some people, you had, if it was 10 cents to make a phone call and you was at their house, I had petty family members and friends, where my dime at? This ain't no payphone yet, but I gotta pay my bill, where my dime? So you would have to go and put a quarter or a dime or whatever the price was on that person's phone to use their phone, even though they paid a phone bill, but they wanted their change, because phone calls ain't free, honey. Yeah, that was different. We old. And don't try to use the internet because it used up the phone line. Ooh, Maria! Mama come home and snatch the whole line out. She keep trying to call the house to see if you done put that chicken in the water. And you on what was it? AOL, trying to talk in your little chat room. Baby, you got that phone? Listen, snatch you and the whole phone out the listen, baby, then got cussed out plenty of times. You hear me? Yep, did. My granny used to always take a quarter everywhere I went in case I, yep. Used to say always, yep. We did too. Yep. Because you can't call my mama house collect. She made sure of it, so you better have a quarter. Or a dime, whatever it costs. Yeah, you better have one. Yep. But then that's when they had the 1-800 pagers, and you was balling if you had a 800 pager. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to. You could call. You could text from anywhere, and it wasn't no. Or took the Salisbury steaks out the freezer. I'm trying to tell you, you got from Aldi so they could thaw. Yeah, or put them in the microwave. Listen, don't forget. Yeah. And did. Yep, they had the gyro kits too. Gyro, however you say it. They had them too. And the bread used to be all hard. My mama didn't tell us that, yeah. And the meat, like, yep. I remember that. Remember, you could call the operator, yes, and ask for the time of day, yes, and they would tell you people's address and stuff too. If you didn't know the last, like, couple letters, like, they would give you the last two. Well, what's the last name? Johnson. First initial, T. What street is it? Poplar. They're at 2439. Yeah, 2222. Yeah, all of that. The yellow pages. Yep, that's how we used to prank call people. Just corny. You had to get the white pages or the yellow pages. We used to that you have to go through the businesses, boom, because the businesses was a different color. And call all the old people. Talk crazy to him and hang up. Thank God that was not during the time of caller ID. Caller ID hit the hood about 91, 92. It was messed up after that. And a lot of niggas had to get caller ID because they was on house arrest. Who remember that? Niggas had to get house arrest. They had to get the caller ID so that they knew when their PO was calling. Yeah, I remember. I'm like, what is this? They like, oh, I'm on house arrest, so we gotta get caller ID so we know when it's our PO calling. I'm like, what? You said, yep, my baby daddy. I'm trying to tell you, that's how what's the name showed up in the hood. They had to know when the PO was calling. Cause they bracelet was hooked to the all the way through there. And they didn't want you to have call waiting on your phone, so you couldn't click nobody in. So they restrict the call waiting. It used to be real crazy. Star 69 to see who called you last, and star 67, yep, to black your number. I still use that to this day because it still works. I still use it to this day. That's taking me back to light up belts and the long white tees. Yes, I thought my grandma was rich because I swear she was the first person I ever knew to have TiVo. This. Yeah, I remember when DVDs came out. I'm trying to tell you, like, I was 19, probably 17, 18, for real, when they started, like, coming out. But I still remember, like, going to the Blockbusters and getting, remember, because when DVDs first came out, they wanted like $30, $40 for a DVD. It might have been more than that. And the players was like 600. They was charging for what they charge for tablets right now for DVD players back in the day. Y'all remember that? People was playing like $600 for a DVD. I remember when niggas was running out the stores with them, though. Dang, I'm old. I am old. That's crazy. You said, yep, we used to go rent movies. Y'all remember? Niggas be like, who you get this DVD player from, man, bro? Don't worry about it. It got Blockbuster on it, nigga. We know. Somebody ran up out of there with it. Y'all done ran up out of a store here. Cause, nigga, why is the porch messed up in the back? Most of us. You said it was on there. A straight fresh from the press. He was ready to go. I need a VHS, VCR, DVD player from all those movies I got in that big box. Yes, you do. 8-track and cassette player. I remember that. My mama had the long one that looked like a piece of furniture, and it was like speakers on the side, but you didn't know it was speakers on the side. And then you lift up that thing, and it was an 8-track with the record player in there. A big brown thing. It was like long, carved wood and all of that, and you lift that thing up in the middle. Yeah, I'm real old. That's what my brother used to be playing Michael Jackson on. That's around the time he started being my boogeyman. I hate it. I have a box full of Blockbuster DVDs right now. That going out of business sale went crazy. Yes, Redbox Family Video. Yes, and Blockbuster was one of the happiest places to go. Listen, it was so good. But remember, even the grocery stores used to have video stores in them. Y'all remember this? Grocery stores used to have a video section in them, and you could go in there and rent movies from the grocery store and take them. We old as hell. Because my Albertsons, yep. It was a couple other ones too. Be Kind to Rewind, yep. Hi-Fi, yep. And now we got HD, right, Auntie? That's crazy. Yes, and that was a big deal to go to Blockbuster, Family Video, wherever you was gonna go. Like, them little itty bitty country towns is still the same way. When I moved to Indy, they still have Family Video. I think they just closed their last one recently. Indy still might have a Family Video right now. I know that it was one on the west side. like off of 30th and something down off in there, off going close to the speedway. Me and my family was keeping family video alive. Honey, me too. Girl, when I had all them kids, I'm not about to be going to no movies, nigga. We about to have movie nights. And I got these little fruities, these food stamps. Yeah, we about to go to the store. We gonna get some stuff to make pizza or whatever snack y'all want to do. We're gonna make it. And then we're gonna go in here and we can go to the movies. Or y'all can have movies for the whole weekend. Snacks for the whole weekend. What you want to do? I mean, it's up to you. We can go on Friday and that's it. And then it's going to be cleaning and whatever else you got to do. Or you can get 3 movies and 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 we can go to the store and buy big bags of candy, whip it on up at the crib. What y'all want to do? Yeah, let's go. I figured you would. They have been surviving because I was just working for them in 2018. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think they still got one. I love movie weekend with my parents, rented theirs. Yep. For the whole weekend. Yep. My stepdad is the one that put us on. That's how we started doing it. And I did the same thing he did with us. He would take us to the movies. But we definitely was going like on a Saturday when they had the matinee. Now I realize why we always had to be ready by 1 o'clock because the last movie for the matinee stopped at 3. Now I realize what he was on. And then we would leave and we would go to like Godfather's Pizza or something like that. And that's when Pizza Hut and them used to be buffets. All the pizza places was buffets. All of them. You can go up there and get as many pieces as if you pay for the buffet. You can either have your own honey. And we used to kill them. And do you hear me? My dad a big dude too. We used to go in there and smash. The pawn shop still had oh, they do. Yeah, I know they do. I know that the pawn shop and Walmart. I know we boycott them or whatever, but they got the cheap DVDs too. Yeah. Goodwill used to have a lot of them. I don't think they be having as many anymore, but yeah, pawn shop they be having them for like $1 too. Book fair coupon. Man, I used to kill Book It. Kill them. Just go on and give me that whole stack. And I worked in the library. Not worked in the library, but I was in the library. Come on with that. Come on with that. I need all of them. Come on, just give me that whole stack. Come on. If you can't tell. Book It? Maybe I was killing them. You heard me? Killing them. Come on with that. Come on with it. Hometown used to be in the listen, yeah. Come on with it. I wish they had Book It now for adult. Listen, I had so many damn pizzas. Somebody come up with an adult Book It. Please, before the world ends. So I can get me some more Book It coupons. Thank you, Pizza Hut. It's adults that read too. And we need to encourage more adults to read. So can y'all come up with a personal pan for us too, please and thank you. As many books as we done read around here, hon. Can we get a free pizza? Please and thank you. Yes, it would be. I don't even need a whole one. You could give me a slice for every book. I think with a big brookie, this part. Exactly, Mari. I was thinking, doing a boogie for myself now I can finish my books. Listen, a pizza parlor need to do it for adults. Can we get an adult Book It? Because we read it. He said, look, the school next to our apartment brought back the book mobile. Do you know how excited I was? Yeah. Especially with them getting rid of books. I know y'all go by y'all libraries and just be tickled. I know y'all do. They give them out for the students of the month now for your daughter got one. Ain't that something? That's because in the 80s they wanted smart kids. In the 90s they realized they made us too damn smart. So then they started to dumb us down a little bit. Then they brought all those machines in there that made them kids not be able to really remember anything, and then they're just scrolling and stuff. Because they figured out if we make them too smart, then they'll know what we're doing. So come about the 90s, they went on and started taking a lot of that stuff out of there. All those programs and stuff to make sure you knew what you were doing when you left your mom's house. And then you could actually go to college, get a good education, and actually understand what's going on there. Yeah, they went ahead and took that out. After about the 90s, they didn't want no more of those programs. Only a few select people was going to be able to get into. And now we have kids that are graduating high school, and they can tell you how to do a Ponzi scheme, but they don't know how to read. They can tell you how about get some money off an electronic device, but they can't read. They don't know how to do that. They can't fill out an application. Can't even read cursive or write it. Oh, okay. But ask them how to get about 20 stacks in 20 minutes. They can tell you. Ask them how to make an ID or how to edit a picture or any of that. They know. Meow, the wormhole you were talking about the other day reminded me of Star Trek. Beam me up, Scotty. This generational hustlers. I'm trying to tell you, nephew. Look, I went into the school today. They're giving away free books up there too. I hope you grabbed as many as you can. I hope you grabbed as many as you can. My mom went to the store and had to teach a girl how to count money back. She said she doesn't need to know how the receipt will tell. You said she said she don't need to know the receipt will tell her. Oh, Lord. This is why, remember I told y'all when my kids was real little, like 7, 8, 9 years old, I'll sit outside like a Family Dollar and I'm watching everybody go in. Now I'll park and go in if I think somebody's going in. But definitely like 9 or 10, I sent them in there and I said I need my receipt and all my change. Because first of all, I'm trying to see if this person going to take advantage of you. Second of all, because I can see you walking straight, handing them the money and everything. And you probably think they in here by themselves, but their mama going to check that receipt. But you need to know that you're coming out with your money. And it should, and I would always send them in for stuff that I already know the price. I already know because I buy this all the time, so I know it's gonna be $17.22. And I'm just gonna see if you get my money, or if you're gonna let this lady take your money. Because people take advantage of adults all day. Of course, they're gonna take advantage of a kid thinking you don't know how to count money back. Come on, with my kids, I don't have enough money right here. It's supposed to be $3.27, ma'am. My mom is not about to. She gonna want her down to the penny. Don't drop none of my money. Come on with it. But also teach your children to be honest too. That's the first thing I learned as a cashier, to count money back without a receipt. Listen. Especially when people be trying to pull a fast one on you too. When I worked at Service Merchandise, and people used to come in there trying to get their jewelry and be trying to pull that whole, no, sir. It's so funny because y'all nephew was counting money the other day. I said, what you doing? No, he said something. I said, is you counting money? He said, Mom, you can hear that? I said, oh, baby, I don't know what money sound like when you count it. I said, you count some money. You sure is. And I couldn't see nothing that he was doing, but I know that. Baby, that sound is burned in my ears, honey. I can tell if they crispy, new, or crunchy. You understand? I don't know. They sound a little different. And two, I can tell when they stick. That me, you got some new bills over there. Let me see. Flip that corner real quick. Give it back. Listen, I can see the angry mama walk into the store. Baby. And all the store people know me. I get acquainted with all of the store people. Any store I go into a lot, oh yeah, I'm going to know everybody's name and everything. Know all about their business and all of it. I made that a point because I'm going to be sending my kids in here. And they'll be like, where your mom at? I have the old school feel that we used to have. I still make that now. Right now. My kids still go to the stores, and I ain't lived in Indy in 4 years. And they be like, how's your mom? They be like, really, mom? Yeah. And that's why if y'all short, they gonna give you your stuff. Because it's been times that I walked through there and our ties went to them. And they remember y'all from when y'all was little. And they thought about that mom came through here and over my groceries. Oh, God told me to give you this. And now y'all are grown up and maybe you $15 short, but they remember your mama. So guess what they do? Go on and take it and tell your mama I said hi. Don't worry about it. I'm the manager, baby. Oh, okay. Come on with that. I need that in my life. Because all of your blessings ain't going to be for you. Some of your blessings is going to be for your children. And how you treat people can determine how people would treat your children when they're away from you. People remember if you were rude, if you were nasty, snappy, always had a nasty attitude. So when your kid come up there and they $2 short, oh baby, tell your mama she need to come in here and bring some money in here. You don't got no adult in the car. She know exactly who your mama is because she didn't see you in here enough times. But see, I didn't have to worry about that because all the managers always love my kids. I don't care if it's Aldi's, wherever I went, and I went Goodwill, the Five Below that I was going to all the time, Dollar Tree. I don't care. They knew my kids, and my kids was respectful and this and that. So every store I went to, they looked out for my babies. Listen, trying to tell you. And they still do now, which is crazy, and I ain't been there. A guy on the bus was talking about this the other day. It's a real thing. That's why I don't be rude to people when I go to the store. I don't be rude. This your job. Why would I try to make your job hard? I don't know what you have to go home to. I don't know if they threaten to fire you. I don't know if you have a boss that is out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that to nobody because I done been in sticky situations where I need this job. Like I need it. Excuse me. You know what? Oh, that would be why. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Let me go change this filter. I can always tell. That's what the problem is. I be forgetting to change this one. I change the one in my room all the time. Y'all, we is working on 4 years. That is so crazy. We is working on 4 years, family. It's so crazy how much dust be in here, and I don't even open my windows. That is nuts. I think I need to have them come do that air filter. That might be it. I agree the schools are slacking towards our kids, of course. Of course. But it's not their job, though. In all reality, we're supposed to be our baby's best teachers. Or at least their best supporting role. So whatever you see that they learning, even if you don't know how to do it, you gotta find somebody to do. But it's just easier to go yell at the teacher and tell them they can't teach right instead of, okay, this is not what they taught me in school, but I'm gonna learn another way to do it. Like I always kept me a math teacher around, an English teacher, all of that. If I didn't know, one of my friends was gonna know. And I got teachers in my family. Like a couple of my brothers are educators, so I'm calling somebody if I don't know and I'm not, don't let your baby suffer because you don't know in real life. It's okay because they not teaching us stuff that we learned in school. They're not. I don't even understand it now, but somebody know. My friend went and had her kids IEPs adjusted. So they only have to do 25% of the work because she didn't want to help them and got mad when I said learning starts at home. Uh-oh. That's a setup for that baby, for her babies. Because life is not going to make it easier for you. You have to do it. But that makes sense, though. And I'm not talking about her, but that makes sense as to why we have people that are graduating that it's so many things they don't know, just simple life skills. They don't know how to do it. And that's scary because you want to be in a relationship and in between somebody's legs. But you, when my kids were little, we always read words in the dictionary and made up sentences. Yep, that's what my mama used to make us do. That's why these is back there. We had these growing up, World Book and encyclopedias, thesauruses, and all different types of dictionaries and all of that. Yeah, we had that growing up. We did. It's important. And you know what's crazy? If this nigga cancel school, who you think gonna be teaching your kids? If he closed down the Department of Education, who gonna be teaching your kids? Hmm? Because teachers is already getting laid off. Uh-oh. All right now. Do you hear me? The state. They did take health out of school. Yeah. They took cooking. They took all kind of stuff out. Home economics. Home ec. They took, what you call it? But not all schools, though. Because the schools that my kids went to, they still had all that stuff. They had automotive, they had nursing, they had culinary. Um, they still had all that stuff at their school. I think they touched on accounting a little bit, but not as much. Most likely gonna fall right back on the parents, which translates into the grandparents. Yep. Yep. They still have wood shop. Okay. Carpentry too. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Some schools have it, some schools don't. Like I know in Arizona, I think it's South Mountain. You could go to that school, whatever, South Mountain Prep or something like that. They had aviation program at their high school, so they had students that was graduating high school as licensed pilots, and that was back in the early 2000s. I left teaching 6 years ago. I was tired of fighting the administration to help my kids. I believe that. The school I went to, look at that. But took it out and brought it back, yeah. I don't know what they teach now, honestly. Everything is about the digital age. Everything is about the digital age right now. Everything. Yeah, they still do that. They do. They still do those kind of contests and art projects and stuff. I was trying to think if there was anything that I saw that we might need to discuss, but I don't think it is. Strikes overnight in Gaza's southern city of Khan Yunis killed. Oh, so this is off subject, right? Have y'all seen that they're making a lot of the shoes My daughter used to go to an agricultural school that did farming, raised animals, and did woodworking and welding. Right. Skills that's going to be important in your area. Exactly. Exactly. But I saw these shoes, and I guess they old. But tell me what you see there. Each day my son comes home, he says that mostly just babysit them. It's not a lot of learning. Hoofs! Yeah! Y'all! Now, but think about this. They do. And think about this. How many shoes now are out that look like animal hooves and animal feet and alien feet and their heels and boots? A lot. So they can hide sweet tooth. Lady K, you gonna say it before I can even get it out? Miss Kaneko. Yeah. Yeah, so think about it. They got us used to seeing humans with animal feet for all of these years, for at least the last 15. Okay? And now what's going on? Now they making the hybrids. So they already got shoes and stuff for them. They already got us ready with the fluffies. Are they called the fluffies? The furries? Uh-huh. They already making the sweet tooths. They start making them in January. Well, they let the world know. We know they've been making them before then. So if someone really got hoof feet, we would never know, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. You said they had some heel ones back in the day. I know. That's what I'm saying. About 15 years or so for the Nephilim's return. Right. Now think about it. There's furries. So they didn't got us used to watching people with animal leg. Animal like head, animal hands, human body size. Maybe they got fluffy feet. Maybe they don't. They got people that are high fashion and they're walking around with animal horns and shoes. Think about this now, that make them tall, exactly like we see all of the satyrs are. Because, see, they show us in Disney that the satyrs are cute and funny. But when you see them in shows like Evil and The Magicians and all of the other shows, they don't look so pretty. Even the one from Pan's Labyrinth was scary looking, was he not? The way he moved and the fact that they told us that they was in the trees. Like they're the spirits in the trees. Now, you know it's pretty spooky. All of the giants were able to sway. Like when we see them, it's hard to see them in between the trees, right? And they said that the giants be moving so that you can't, like they know how to sway like the trees and blend in with the trees, right? Like Bigfoot and whatnot, right? They blend in. Think about how many times you thought you saw a ram's face in a tree. I know I'm not the only one. Y'all didn't saw ram's faces in a tree. Like, what the heck? No, I didn't see that. But remember, he said he was made of the old earth. If you go watch Pan's Labyrinth, that thing that comes out, Pan, he said, I'm made of old earth. And he came up out the shadows and was, so it was like he was a satyr, but you could tell gates and doors too. Come on, Mari. Come on, Mari. Come on. And they always got it like carved, but you can see the horns in the wood. And then you can see almost, I got some in, it's one in my coloring book. Like the Lord of the Rings times, yes. Like the Disney Channel movie Pete and the Dragon. I don't remember being one in there, but okay. At work, we have a 15-year-old girl who said she was a wolf. She made herself a tail, paws, and ears, right? So, do you think that the spirits showed up before the actual animals? I mean, before the actual beings will? Is that what you're saying to me? Think about it. Is it trans animalism? What is it called? When people change from a human into a cat or a dog or whatever, they get their snake and get their eyes cut off and their nose cut off, and they get all of these knots in their head. What is it called? Spiritually using are always before naturally. Come on. She had tarot cards in her room. I threw them. That part. What is it called? Is it called trans animalism? I don't know. When the people transform themselves into animals and they're living like a snake or whatever, like that, they split their tongue. Right, but I'm talking about people that do the full transition. Like people that had their lips cut off. One man had all of this cut off so that he looked like a snake. He had knots put up here. He had implants here. He cut his ears off. There's other people that have had like the whiskers implanted. They have whisker implants, and they have gotten implants to make their face look like the Thundercats in real life. And they walk around like this. They have metal things that they got holes, and it's like a sliver thing, and they push their, and they're magnetic or something, and their whiskers really stick out. They come through the thing and they do this. Like it's not just fluffy stuff. Like they've altered their bodies, but I don't know what it's called. Clinical lycanthropy, or broadly, it's called zoanthropy. That's what it's called. Right, right. But think about it. So let's go down the rabbit hole. We know that there was lizard people, reptilian people, back in the day. They showed us in all of our Egyptian hieroglyphs that it was right there in our face. They had on clothes and locks and everything. People just looked over it, thought they didn't see that. Yep, I've seen that. The tiger guy, the lion dude, and the cat lady. Right, and there's a snake man too. Right? One turned themselves into a literal demon. Okay, so think about this. The spirits show up and start possessing people. But if you think about the transition, right? First, it was just people mutilating their bodies. And they got us okay with that. They made a big fuss about it, but they got okay with that. So they were the weird people, right? Then they started making clothing with goat heads on it and cow feet, and this is the high fashion. Do you realize that pretty much everything that they tell us is high fashion a lot of times have everything to do with the Nephilims and how they looked? The odd features, the extra arms on the jacket. These were all, I mean, the features of the fallen angel's children, pretty much. Sometimes it's called transspeciesism. Yeah, yeah, that. Theranthropy is the belief that one is part non-human animal, and it's often considered spiritual. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, the spirit showed up. It started to manifest. They made the clothes like that, and now they are making the beings. Do you think they were just warming us up? You said, yep, they have those Birkenstocks that look like goat feet. Y'all nephew got a pair of bear sandals with silver claws on them. Yeah, he had them on yesterday. Yeah, and there are different types in accordance to the animal human transforms into. Interesting. According to the animal that they. Okay. So did they get us ready for animal hybrids in the last 20 years just by these things? Because the doctors that performed it understood what they were doing and what it would cause and who would see it. And then you have the fashion industry putting you in goat hooves. And sometimes it's just a black thing and they put you in these really tall boots like a giant. Think about it. Most fashion models are extremely tall and extremely thin, like a gray. They normally paint their eyes very dark and they walk sunk in, and how they have them walking all weird, body all messed up, is normally looking about how a monster would be looking running down. Sometimes they have them hunched over. Right? Am I wrong? No? They be looking like grays. Even the ones of color look like grays. They just look like a gray that got a little color. They look for odd shaped eyes, and not saying that they're not like group right. Not that they're not beautiful, but think about all it. Go look at some high fashion, just real quick. Just go find a few of your favorite high fashion models, real quick, and some of their what they call their best looks. Just let's do some homework real quick. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Y'all on here with me. I need coffee anyway. This is cold, I think. Long creepy finger. Okay. But just go look at the clothes. Look at how they have them standing. They sure do look strange. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Hey, Rika. We just playing. So we're seeing how they've been playing in our face. Got us ready for these human hybrids that's about to be here. And they did it with high fashion. And you can't tell me who I am. I'm going to change into whatever I want to. So they got us used to the furries. They got us used to the people that change their bodies to look like snakes and tigers and cats and lions and bears. And then now they about to make the real thing so that we won't be so scared. You hear me? Hey. Yeah. Play right on into it. Yep. The mermaids. Yep. When they had everybody, yep. So that way, when we see the real one, we ain't surprised. They desensitizing us to the. You said like they did at the Hollywood Gala, right? That's what I'm saying. These are the people. It's called gradualism. Interesting. Well, here we go. Now they about to really make the beings. So what we gonna do now? What you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do one day if you in the store, y'all? Or you at the park? We already got discrimination going on, and you see somebody pushing. Oh, cuckoo gaga. Oh, baby. Oh, hold on. You hear? And you go over there. You like, oh, she trained in diaper. He got goat damn legs. What you gonna say? Looking like a little Gus or Piglet that was on Sweet Tooth. What about the bird kid? You gonna say they cute? And the baby got hooves. What you gonna say? He said I'm gonna take pictures and show y'all. Listen. You gonna say, hey, precious. You said, yell the blood of Jesus. Okay, well, do me a favor. We did this already, but take your favorite 3 animals and tell me their incubation time. And please don't everybody do the same ones. Everybody pick something wild. Okay? Your favorite 3 animals and tell me their incubation period. I'll be right back. Because this is important, seeing as how it's we almost in the 6th month, and they've been working on the trial since before January. What we got? Koalas are only 30 to 36 days. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A mountain lion is 91 days. Jasmine? Yeah, they making hybrids. Tokyo, the University of Tokyo announced it in January. They're making human animal hybrids, huh? That was in January. We 3 months past that. So I wonder how long, if a mountain lion, a giraffe 13 to 15 months, elephants are 22 months, zebras are 12, dolphins are 12, cows are 279 to 287 days, a moose 230 days, elephant 2 years, rabbit 5 minutes. Excuse me. A rabbit 28 to 33 days. Interesting. A penguin about 65 days. So think about this. If they are doing animal human trials and they started in January, some of these animal human hybrids could already be hatched or birthed. I asked y'all to see how long because they did it. So if they told us in January, they had already been doing it just like they did with the dire wolves. The dire wolves, they told us after they were already 7 months. Again, so we're always going to find out after they've already done it. They know it's going to work. Okay. Well, the Bible said that these beings were going to be back at the end times. This is how. Starting in January. And they don't take that long to incubate. But they already know that the cells will work because people's walking around with animal parts in them right now. Animal hearts, pig knees, pig, everything. Okay, so here we go. A lion takes 110 days. So it could be 110 days from now, because they didn't had 110 days since January. So there could be a baby sphinx sitting over there in Japan right now that we don't know about. There could be a satyr and a minotaur, a lizard person, which we know this because different people that have fled the army and went under a jaguar takes 93 to 105 days. Okay, so when you go back and you look at your ancient hieroglyphs, understand that those people were not wearing masks. Okay? Gestation period for dire wolves is only 60 to 65 days. Interesting. Rhinoceros are 16 to 18 months with a litter of 1 to 4 cubs. Okay, so let's play what if. What if whatever animal you just told me about, say they started on January 1st, which we know they did, and we know they already know, that's why they let us know about Sweet Tooth. Ostrich 42 to 46 days. Okay. All of the beings you all just named are on hieroglyphs and different in different parts of the world, are they not? The snake people, the lion people, the puma people, the bird people, the dog people. You said my page was gone? No, it wasn't. We've been having class pretty much almost every day, unless I take a break. We still having class. My page ain't went nowhere. I deleted every photo, and I'm about to go to YouTube and start deleting them too. There is nothing called freedom of speech anymore. Yeah. I don't got that much pride. This stuff can go. I said what I said, didn't I? We just moving on then. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, well, damn. You know, that's where we at. Because anything that's telling information they don't want people to know is going to need to be deleted very shortly, or it could land you in a shiny new box. Two different kinds. Messing with this man. 128 days since January 1st, there could already be a lion person out there. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we did it, these poo. That's exactly why I said I need y'all to go look at your favorite animal. Because from January, and that's just when they told us, but if they already had the dire wolves, and the dire wolves was 7 months old already, okay. They tell us in January, but they've been practicing. They just letting us know. You said, and you were right about the Vatican? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what, Pumpkin? It's a lot of stuff that I was right about, but people don't. I'm the crazy lady. I'll take it. I promise I will. And I ain't even popping no collar or being prideful. I was trying to tell people because I wanted people to be informed, you know? But a lot of people want people to remain ignorant. And so then if there's a person telling them the truth, they normally tell them not to listen. That's how it works. On top of the big GI in Kenya. The big what now? God said that those beings will be back, and they are officially now as of January. They've been here, but we know that they're just telling us about it. So imagine next year. Oh, giants. Oh, got it. Yeah, this right. And think about it. They already got the DNA. That's why they wanted Nimrod's DNA, because he was a giant as well. They been getting it. The giant of Kandahar and all of that, they already got it. So if they mix that, which they know that was... Oh, I'm about to bite. Give me your arm. They needed the animal DNA to make it possible. Excuse me. They needed the giant DNA to make it possible, because prior to that, a regular man and a woman could not have a kid. I mean, an animal. The angel DNA made it possible to mix the species. Think about it. Because all the places that they raiding, that's why they over there. That's why they can't stay out of ancient Mesopotamia, because they know that's where all the giant bones are. They needed that DNA to make that work, because prior to that, it couldn't. They needed the angelic DNA. That's why they keep telling you the giants, and no, they wasn't that big, because that's the DNA that allowed them to make those beings. Like the nurses working in the hospitals when you take blood mixed with human DNA. Started watching his documentaries and my son was watching the scene where they run through the crypt, and he said that's where the giants live, down there. He's 4. Come on, Pumpkin. My baby is so smart. I love that TT baby, because he be on it. And dude, he said, yep, Mama, that's where they at. Has special bones and flesh that carries the DNA. Homo sapiens, the missing link. Yep. Look here. Think about it. Okay, let's do it. Wait a minute, where my books at? Going down the rabbit hole. Ugh. Okay. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you two. Excuse me. Yep, this'll work. So let's look. We got one fabulous beast here. Okay, so here's something. Wait a minute. Oh, there's one on the first page. Look at him. Ain't this what? This is what the stars be doing. Is it not? You said, remembering Judy said that Michael and Lucifer fought over the body of Moses. Mm-hmm. Okay. The Masked Singer had that? Is that a... Oh, that is a show where they dress up in like the... I'm about to bite you, Miss Idol. Disney. What do our kids be talking to when they go there? AKA Met Gala. Here we go. AKA Hove, I party with weirdos. They had on pig heads and stuff. And capes. But what do our kids talk to at Disney? Tell me. Talking animals, do they not? Baloo is a... And most time the animals talk. And they're massive. They're not little bitty. They don't use little kids. They always use this big oversized thing to be the thing. Yes, every time I see clips of the show, I think of how they dress in as Nephilim. Yep. You said it, baby girl. Show is a bear. Yeah. Now look how they showing us about the animals and how they came down. Look at a horse mixed with a end up being. See, they tell the kids the truth. That's the problem. They be telling the kids the truth. Oh, interesting. Here we go. This is exactly what I was looking for here. Let's. They're talking about animal sanctuaries. Look at all the fantastic beasts. Looky. You see them? Have maps of where they get if they never existed. I never understood that. You said Revelations 5 and 13 animals do talk. Yes, I do know that, Blake. I had a dog that talked right before I met y'all. Her name was Brown. Talks about giants, three-headed dragons, chimeras. Oh, a flying horse. Interesting. Sasquatches in America. Giant serpents in South America. Matter of fact, I just shared a thing on TikTok. Somebody posted and they said that's AI. And it's so funny because it was in South America. And look, it was right there. The giant serpents. You see it. And I just seen, yep. Snake Island, turtle. Look, come on now. We did talk about Snake Island. And whatever is on there is, what if y'all, what's this? What is this? The different types of chimeras. Look it. It's like a monkey and a lion mix, and it's a something with a scorpion dragon. It's a scorpion tail with a goat and a lion and a snake. This what they over there making. Ain't that crazy? This is what they over there making. And this is all the stuff that died in the flood. And they bringing it right back. Interesting. Look at him. Interesting. How do they be so detailed? Oh, there goes some tracks they found. And a two-headed one at that. Now, ain't that crazy? Well, where they find these at? Looky, look at him. Look at them. Or them. Or him. Or they. Uh-huh. Isn't this interesting? Let's keep going. These is the water animals. Oh, you mean these things that the Africans still say is living over there in the Congo? You know they said this is still in the Congo, right? You hear me? They have a name for it right now. They said, oh, in the 90s, they said these were still in that big old river that's bigger than Texas in the middle of the Congo. This. They said they Mbuku or something. I don't know the name of it. Mm-hmm. You said you can see this on Google Maps. Interesting. More animals. Somebody tell me what day the University of Japan said they was about to start doing stuff like this. Tell me. Interesting. That lightweight book. That lightweight looked like a dino in the water. And looked like a Loch Ness. Uh-huh. Have y'all seen it? The African dude talking about it? It was from like the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, no earlier than 2000. Yeah. Oh, we use our manners. Can you tell me what that book is? I sure can. We use our manners here. It's a kid's book. This is at your kid's school. You seen a two-headed frog on Facebook, I'm sure. So all of these beings, they about to... Oh, there we go. Here we go. These are the people we need to be worried about right here. Look. Uh-huh. These are the human hybrids they're going to be working on. Now, let's do it, family. Y'all know we got to bring it out always because God sends us the good stuff. So when I was showing these 3 years ago, people called me real crazy and they said I was, teaching lies and stuff when I said that these beings, and let me show you what this book is for y'all ass. I'm going to show you this. It's called The Resurrectionist. Hold on. Here you go. Okay. Okay. The Resurrectionist. Now, 3 years ago, when I was showing people these books, they called me crazy, right? Until January 2025 when it became a real deal. So let's go. Come on, let's get to it. Start there. Oh, is this the first one? Okay. It is. Now, let's see something real quick. This says the Codex of Extinct Animals. A study of the lesser known species of the animal kingdom. How do you study something that is fictitious? It's not real. That is make believe. And why would it say that it's extinct if it never lived? Tell me how that's possible. And then you can even tell me all of the information about the animal. The genus, the species, the class, the order, the kingdom, right? The phylum. Right? We know this. Now, who remembers me asking if you took science, biology in junior high school, and you had to dissect something. And you had to name all of the parts. You had to name everything, right? And put it by the number. You had to do this in bio. Some of y'all going to nursing school or medical school right now. You have to do this. Name all the bones, all the, okay. How are you telling me the muscular structure of something that never existed? And you haven't, like, everything. How are you doing this? Right. Cameron, you're going to have to use your manners. The adductor alue or alule? I don't know. Is it alule? This? You said you had to know every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in the body. Okay, well, let's go through here then. I'm having a hot flash too. That's crazy. So, we did the muscular structure, the bone structure, and then it even goes into breaking it apart. So if you've never seen this, how can you do this? If you've never seen it, how can you tell me where all of this is? Please make it make sense. You can tell me how the neck muscles go into the spine. Look how detailed that is. Are you getting it? Oh, I don't know, Cameron, but whatever you missed, you can find it on the class. I'm not going to go back. I don't know. Because that might have been in a different book. I don't know, honey. But whatever you missed is on my YouTube under the live tab. Okay? So, how you doing this if you never seen it? So to my medical folks, the black one that was in Africa had beautiful hair. They do have hair. Not all of them is monsters. I mean, they're all monsters, but hate to say it, from what I've been told, it's the fair skinned ones that's a little scary looking. Because they've been seeing the black ones, and we seen one, and her skin looked like it was, or its skin looked like it was a seashell. So, I mean, I done seen the black ones. Well, one black one. And then I seen some of the like greenish ones, and then the white ones, they had like no hair and stuff. So, not all of them is looking like monsters. Some of them. All these could be here right now. Y'all getting that? Because they started doing hybrids in January. That they told us. We know they've been doing them. Before that, so this could already be a little sweet tooth over there in Japan right now. You said this is really interesting regardless. No, this is real, Pumpkin. The University of Japan already started doing in January. You can look it up. This is fact. They're doing Animal-human hybrid testing right now. Well, we know they've been doing it, but they doing it. Hey, sister, they doing it. Like, they put it out. The University of Japan, go look at it. It is happening. It's actually happening. It is right now. And we're in the 3rd month of it. So we just went and looked up how long it takes to incubate certain animals, and some of them was only 30 days. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because look here. Let's go all the way back to the back. We know this is a harpy. Now, you tell me. You tell me how you doing all of this. But looky at the very end of it, though. You can tell me how long it takes to incubate. How do you know this? Harpy egg, embryo at 3 days, embryo at 7 days, embryo at 3 weeks, embryo fully developed at 5 weeks with the tooth thing to get out of the egg. So we know they done did it somewhere, because they can even tell us what the organs of a harpy, a female and a male harpy, look like. And they can tell us the incubation of it. If you saw Sweet Tooth, you know they started with an egg. Remember? How you doing this and you ain't never seen? This is a really good, example of what you ain't never seen before. We use our manners. I could definitely tell you. It's called the Resurrectionist. Anything you want to know, can you please tell me and I'll do it. But it'd be making me feel like people telling me what to do when you just say, what's the name of the book, or show me, or, we got to use manners here. This is school. Even though it don't feel like it. It is. It's called the Resurrectionist. Multiples and a syringe, like always. Do touching stuff they're not supposed to touch. Listen. They show them on Facebook. I can't understand the language you're saying. Oh, I believe it. Cows are pregnant for 283 days, so there could be a minotaur cooking right now, or already cooked. Because again, they told us about the dire wolves after they were 7 months old, so they have been on the planet, hear me now, for 7 months, and we didn't know nothing about it. And then they said, oh, scientists have been able to make a dire wolf, and they're 7 months old, so the minotaur could be 7 months old. The satyr could be 7 months old. The snake person could be 7 months old, or 2 years. Hidden Grove. So you might not know, but all my stuff be proven. Don't worry about it. You good. I've been here a while. Oh, see, y'all can't see all the books and stuff back here, but it's a whole bunch of stuff over there. And if I do a quick spin, we over there too. So I got the proof. Believe it. I'm going to show you something else we got that y'all might not have known we had over here. Why is this? Oh, because your strong arm stuff that made it loose. That's why. Oh, yeah. Well, we got over 1,400 videos on YouTube. Go on and go down the rabbit hole. We got all kind of stuff in here. Like this right here. This a good book to have. You'll want this, won't it, peoples? Old newspaper articles where they found giant bones, skulls with horns on them. And they tell you where, when, 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, the newspaper clippings, the mounds that they found, the bodies that they found in the mounds, that kind of stuff. This is a good one. You see how thick that is? That's a lot of lying. It's a lot of fake newspapers. It's a lot of propaganda. This is real thick. You see it? With double rows of teeth and the Mediterranean Amorite copper traders. Oh, the Amorites. What was they doing in the Ohio Valley? Never mind, because the Ohio Valley is called the Giant Valley too, or megalithic Ohio Valley. They got solar temples there and all sorts of things. And then they found black bearded and red haired giants, and where they found them in New York and Pennsylvania and Ohio and Indiana and West Virginia. Mm-hmm. And yet the Smithsonian don't have one giant skeleton they took. Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. So God said at the last days, these beings will be back. And now Japan is making that. But we already know it's been happening before, but Japan has definitely made it. And we got other books on giants. As a matter of fact, thanks to T of Yah, we got this very old book from 18 or 19, what is this one? 1885, 1891. This book is from 1891 and it's called Giant Cities of Bashan. Well, if you read the Bible, you know Og of Bashan was a giant king. They said his bed was 13 feet long. And they have it in a museum somewhere. But right in here, in Syria's holy places, right? See this? It doesn't say Jerusalem, it says Syria. In Palestine, you know, over there in them areas, right? Let me show you something. Okay? Get this. See this right here? See that? See? Now let's read some of this. It says, in Central Palestine, we read that the Rephaim and Ashtaroth Karnaim bore the first brunt of the onset. The Rephaim, that is giants, for such is the meaning of the name, men of stature, beside whom the Jewish spies said long afterwards that they were as grasshoppers. In Numbers 13 and 33, these were the aboriginal inhabitants of Bashan and probably of the greater part of Canaan. Okay? It says most of them died out or were exterminated at a very early period, but a few remarkable specimens of the race, such as Goliath, Sippi, and Lami from First Corinthians or Chronicles, were the terror of the Israelites and the champions of their foes. As late a time of David, as late as the time of David, and strange to say, traditionary memorials of these primeval giants exist even now in almost every section of where? Palestine. Where are they fighting for? Where are they trying to get into right now? Tell me. What do they want to take over? Palestine. Now you know why. After I read what I'm about to read to you. So look right here. See that? It says that the giants exist even now. Now, mind you, this was in 1891 in every section of Palestine in the form of graves, enormous dimensions, as the grave of Abel near Damascus. They know where Abel's grave is 30 feet long. That of Seth in Anti-Lebanon, about the same size, and that of Noah in Lebanon, which measures no less than 70 yards. That's 210 feet tall. Why, if Noah was a regular sized man, was his do you want some attention? Because where the hell else are you supposed to get your information from? The sun gonna come and write you a letter? This book is from 1891, when people of non-color was just starting to really travel over there. But I mean, if the trees is telling you secrets about the past, I guess. Kiki, ha ha. Go do something else with your time. Moving on. Oh, oh. I was about to say, because people be like, who wrote the book? Who wrote the book that told you not to listen to this one? Folks be so smart, they be silly. That's all. I was just trying to make sure you was cool. Okay, because you know we in the hood when we come over here to TikTok. I just want y'all to know. We don't have this problem on all our other social media. We do not have these issues. You hear me? Cuz. You said it's factual. It makes sense, obviously. Well, some people don't think it makes sense. That don't have nothing to do with me. But I just be on guard. Just know, we warriors over here. So, with that, why would Noah's grave be 210 feet tall? Why would Abel's grave, and why would they tell us they don't know where they are if in 1891 they did? They tell us right now that Adam and Eve could be fictional. But here in this book from 1891, this man went over there from Britain and got with the folks that's in this area. He had to pay some money, and they took him to these places. Come on, Mari. Because they can't tell you that the Bible is fake if you go to a regular school like Harvard and this is there. And this was in a school like Harvard in 1891. You wonder why the folks always want to be over there? This is why. Because they got these old books like all the other ones from the 17 and 1800s right there that tell the real story. In real life. They have them. They read them. This is what they go and get in ancient studies. This is what they're reading. You want to know how they want to know where to go do their archaeological digs? These. And the old manuscripts that they come up on from the 1500s and the 1200s and all of that. It's real. So if they already know where Abel's grave is, do you think somebody that went over there and did an archaeological, grave robbed? Grave robbed. They gave grave robbing a new name, and it's called archaeology and paleontology. But in our reality, they're grave robbers. Because you do not see black people going to dig up nothing in England. But every race of people, Asians, everybody be in Africa. And then feel like you done came to Africa and found something and took it and said, we gonna keep it because we found it. You didn't find, nigga, you grave robbed and stole. That's what you did. Because if I go to the graveyard right now and just start digging up people from the 1700s, I'm going to go to jail. On the road to El Dorado. Okay. But every race of people has gone into Africa and said, whatever we find over here is finders keepers. What you mean? We digged it up. It's ours. We know it's on your continent. We know we said this stuff didn't exist, but we ain't got nothing like this on our continent, so we gonna come and dig up your stuff and take it and put it in our history museums and stuff and charge a lot of people a lot of money for your magic stuff. Oh, just like Black Panther told y'all. They wasn't lying. They put the truth right in your face. They the only place that got magic rocks in Africa. They can click them together and there's electricity and stuff. Yep, they the only people. You hear me? Oh. That's one of the only places, too, that you can see folks ascending and descending off of mountains. Can you not? Because I ain't seen that in Russia. I ain't seen it in China. But I did see a video of all of the African people out there watching someone go up like in an elevator, but it was in the sky. It was far off. Y'all seen it, and that ain't no AI, baby. They still know how to do that. You ain't seen how them niggas can jump real. They be prepared for takeoff. The bird feed people knew where Sirius B was before the scientists did. I don't care what y'all say. This is the third world country compared to Africa in real life. I'm for real. They be jumping, you seen them, and they jump straight up, nigga. They ready. Y'all seen it? The meteor dropped over there. They got, these niggas can climb up the baboa tree. See, we thought in The Simpsons and stuff and Mowgli, when we saw them living in trees, building houses and that wasn't real. And then you go over to Africa and you see that baboa tree or whatever, baboa, whatever you call it, the babo, whatever. And it's taller than some of our buildings and our skyscrapers and stuff. They're old and huge. And you can live in here. Like the Smurfs. And the magical cube in the Thor and transportation gate. The Bifrost gate thingy. Huh? What you mean? Oh, you talking about with Idris Elba where he stands where all the gates is? Or no? But y'all know what my son told me? Did y'all know that it was a meteor under that black rock that they pray to at Mecca? And y'all didn't tell me? He just told me this the other day. Did y'all know that? It's a meteor under there. So they praying to a rock? But they laugh at the Christians for praying to wood. But God said, my people, Abraham's kids, pray to rocks and wood. Ooh. 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 So you laugh at a Christian because they pray to a cross. But y'all praying to a rock? Interesting. Interesting. Don't say nothing to me. Whole meteor under there. And they bowing, and you bowing to a rock. Just like folks is bowing to a cross. And he said wood and stone, like Ray said. And the Muslims and the Christians are the two lines of Abraham. You know. The first two. And then, of course, it was more, but them two. Ishmael and Isaac. And Ishmael and them is praying to a rock. And Isaac and them is praying to wood. Interesting. The two things he said not to. Right. And you wonder why he pissed off. Crazy. It's a celestial being, not a rock. Have you seen Noah? The movie that came out in like 2014? They were celestial beings that were in rocks too. No? What's a statue? Uh-huh. Thank you. They was rock giants. It was celestial beings that were trapped in rocks. And the Bible says that them fallen angels in the lost book say they was trapped in the valley of Dudael under the crust. So could it be one of the fallen angels? Oh, like in the Devil's Tomb that Cuba Gooden played in, that was right in that area? Never mind. Okay. Oh. You should watch The Devil's Tomb. They put the truth right in your face. Yep. Like the Catholic people pray to saints. Yep. All of it. So, I mean, we've been fooled. They told you that everything on Disney is fake and whole time is real, even the magic. All of the magic. So, like I said, folks been talking about don't go watch Sinners. Well, then don't go watch no Disney either. Because the same magic that's in Sinners is the same magic that's on your TV playing on repeat. Matter of fact, your kid know how to use your code and go to the magic. Because vampires ain't never been good. It don't matter if you make them cute. Satyrs ain't never been good. Fairies are furies, which are evil spirits. They doing magic all day long with the fairies and the princesses. Honey, turning them into animals. Brave. Speaking to magic mirrors, honey, and using crystal balls. If we gonna be against magic, we need to be all the way against it, because you sure be letting it go into your baby's mind and don't know that abracadabra is the most powerful word that you could use. So much so that they put it in the kids' books up here. But you know where else it is? It's in the real magic books as well. Oh, never mind. And the mermaids, which is half human, half woman, half snake or man. And guess what? That was an abomination to God. That was the part of the animals that had corrupted their flesh. Yeah, those were the animals. When the Bible says, he said he was done with all flesh, because all flesh corrupted itself. That meant bestiality became a thing. Angels was with animals, they was with people, and they created all the scary monsters. Yeah, that's in Enoch. Well, we know that by now. Unicorns, all of it. Nephilim spouses. You're right. Mm-hmm. Yep. But some of them was their children, not just their spouses. Yeah. Matter of fact, Job's brother is Nereus. He's a fish man, the fish god. Job from the Bible, Jobab of Idumea, or however you say that, his brother was Nereus. And his nieces were the Nereids. I don't know if you know that or not, but yeah, it's in his book, The Testament of Job, the rest of his story that they didn't put in the Bible. Yeah, Job was a king in ancient Mesopotamia. Abracadabra is an ancient Aramaic word which means I create as I speak. Here we go. So isn't it crazy that Disney praises all of the beings that God said were bastards and reprobates and monsters as to the reason he flooded the whole earth? Because they were the people that were eating blood, eating flesh, and teaching people to worship the rocks and the earth and the trees because they're animals. Oh, and all of our genetic disorders show that that really happened, because if you start to study our genetic disorders, which I've talked about this a gazillion times, but we're going to do it today, miscegenation has been here because we have people with cyrinomylia, which is mermaid syndrome, fused legs and webbed feet. We have all of the different polydactyly, all of those, like the webbed fingers, webbed toes. We have the double rows of teeth. We have people that are born with 6 fingers and 6 toes, which it says that the giants of Gath had. We have beings and people that are born with 1 ocular socket, which is a cyclops. We have that. If you go and you look up even stuff like eczema and stuff like that, your stuff, it be looking like alligator and snake skin. Interesting. So if you go and you look up all of our genetic disorders, they go back to the beings that you see on the hieroglyphs and in India on their hieroglyphs or whatever, petroglyphs or whatever you call them. You see it, and you see it in our genetic disorders right now. You said not at all. I just heard Disney World is controlled by Great Britain. Yeah, definitely is, Miss Mika. It's not even a part of America. The most magical places on earth. And they're always on ley lines, from which y'all just told me the other day. Interesting. Yep, we had to learn the bones and all that for medical assistants. Oh, it must be later on in the class. So, Christians, we gonna save all our money and go to the most magical place on earth. But you want to call the person that got on black lipstick and a chain and some fishnets. Oh, the holla! I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Did you rebuke Mickey? Because he was poking cheese with his hot dog in front of your kids. You didn't see no lust in that though. Right, never mind. Mm-hmm. The devil is a lie. We don't do no demons over here. Take them Mickey ears off and get your money back. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Don't do no Oreo cakes. Don't do none of that. Because, honey, them was the demons and the devils. Don't you dare buy your daughter an Oreo toy. Don't you dare. Because them was the animals that got this world flooded. Since you want to be so sanctified and say, we ain't going to pick and choose what we going to do now. We're not going to do that. You better get out of here. Erica, because you know that's how they be. The devil is a lie. I rebuke you. Well, rebuke your baby room. Because Moana showed her that the giants was real and they did magic in Moana. So rebuke the demons in the room. Because the old boy done showed up, the rock. And that's what's scaring your baby. The Nephilim that can change forms. Oh, never mind. What's his name? Matumbi? What's his name? Y'all know, I don't know. Oh, let's not even go with Lilo and Stitch. It's so aliens. And fallen angels are just that. And they can transform. Wasn't 626 of them able to do that? They could change it to a dog, a cat, and whatever else. You never mind. Listen, Maui. And we know him as Ohio and Mayhaya, but moving on. Right? You said unbeknownst to you, our parents, that subjected us to spirits. Now we destroying idols. Listen, Stitch has 6 arms. Okay. Kind of like, it's a black figure at a place where they be doing scientific stuff. That man, is his name Shiva? And Shiva is in front of CERN, is it not? And they trying to open up a portal to let the beings from the other galaxies in. You know what? You're right. They ain't telling us nothing. Thank you. So Shiva got all them arms, about the same amount that 626 had. And he could change form, and they could change form, and they was from another dimension. Got it. Interesting. But sinners is bad. Well, what about Monster High? It's dead beings. It's the dead coming back alive. It's vampires. It's werewolves. It's bats that can turn from a bat into a person. Ain't that a vampire? What about Hotel Transylvania? How many Christians you think got that movie in their house? I ain't watched Sinners yet, but y'all done told me it's vampires. So is Hotel Transylvania vampires different from the vampires that's on Sinners? Or is it just because they cute? Monster Inc. allowing... Oh, yep, let's not even forget Monsters Inc. Come on. Did you buy him a Sully doll? Or a Mike Wazowski? Or a Boo? Because normally when a person say Boo, they scared. So I want to know. Right. Monsters come into the children's room and they change shifts. They ship shape. I just want to know, is the shape shift? Is it just the scary stuff, or is it all magic that bothers you? Because if they make it pixie dust and because I don't know if y'all know, but Tinkerbell got a real bad attitude. She has a spirit of rage. And destruction. She does. Yep, and she's a fury. And so she be trying to contain it, but sometimes she can't. And she just spaz out. Right. So she's not in control of herself. Because they always having to pull her back. Never mind. I love you too. Listen here. I'm just trying to figure out, is we going to only do the scary demons, or is we going to do all the magic? Because, they be trying to, well, that's not that bad. Oh, okay. Right. Well, what's scaring your kids? The furries. Come on. The furies is. Okay. Uh-huh. Listen, you said no for real. I used to love her. I'm glad. Listen, Tinkerbell attitude used to irritate me when I was younger. Yeah, because she bad as hell, and she got behavioral problems. Think about it. Whenever she can't get her way and do whatever she wants to, she go in there and start kicking stuff and what your kids do. They go in there and start tearing their room up. Oh, okay. Oh, and she be plotting really to hurt people, spying on people and stuff. You don't see the spirits, like mimicking spirits and monitoring spirits. Oh, because that's what a fury do. Tinkerbell sure told the Lost Boys to knock Wendy out the air. She tried to red run that girl. I'm trying to tell you. Look, somebody else said, both of y'all said at the same time. Plotting on Wendy. LaDeja Hill and Miss Nicole. Oh, okay. Oh. So right, because she's full of fury, is she not? She's full of rage and anger. Yeah, she is. So, and for those of you that might not know, we're going to do this because we always do. Just so you know, just in case you didn't, the magic that they are teaching your children on there is real. This is your kid book. This is what it looked like in your library. But guess what? In this book, that's going to be in your child's elementary library or junior high school library, right? It's real magic in here. Oh, yes. And they tell you how to bring the fairies. They even tell you about the pharaohs. They show you how to read runes. They tell you about the, all of the different, oh, there we go. There goes the animal headed being right there. The curse of the pharaohs. Interesting. See it? Right? But they show you what herbs. Yeah, teach spells in real life. See? The Book of the Arts. And this is for your kindergartner to take home and look over. They tell you how to get a quill and what you need. They tell you the herbs to get to have your parents buy. the phases of the moon so you can do them to invite fairies to your house and different beings. They tell you how to get a familiar. Mm-hmm. Harry Potter, same thing. Oh, look at that. Interesting. They even tell you about Solomon. Ghost dogs, giant dogs, and vampires. The alchemist. Interesting. The art of alchemy. Now, why would you need to know how to do a philosopher's stone? And they tell you how to make dragon's blood and crank and slime. And see, they mix the fun stuff in with the real stuff. So that way, if you say, see this, Mom, Dad, you don't think that there's real magic in here. But guess what? It is. A ton of it. The art of astronomy. Trying to find. Monsters of the Deep. The Wizard's Apothecary. Interesting. The Field Guide to Fabulous Beasts, which is what I was just showing y'all in that other book. The Art of Animal Husbandry. The Fairy Tambourine, if you want to bring some fairies. It's so funny because how many of us and our grandmas had these on their door? Because they said it was a cute thing to do. The whole time it's a fairy tambourine. Did you know? People wear these on their head when they get married. Whole time it's called a fairy tambourine. Isn't that interesting? Mm-hmm. Tell you how to bring them on to where you need them. Fairy primer, a fairy pavilion. Oh, and they tell you what you need. And they tell you what to feed them and when they gonna come and see you. Interesting. You said dream catcher, same thing. This is in your kids' book, though. You hear me? It's all kind of stuff in here. They talk about Solomon. You see people on TikTok doing this right now, using fire magic. So you can keep on playing and not teach yourself. And I guarantee you, the same stuff that's in here is in this other magic book I'm about to show you. And they tell you about Solomon, the greatest wizard to ever live. Oh, look, they even show you how to draw the circle. See, they tell you about real magic. Oh. It is in schools. All of these books up there are. These are all, and we have teachers that confirmed it. All of these ology books are in, they be at the book fair. And they all got real stuff in them. Okay, that's good. We have it here. I do have a YouTube pumpkin. I got over 1,400 videos over there. CERCA TROVA. I was getting ready to show you one other thing. Oh, so what's in there is in here as well. What's in this little kid book that's at your baby's thing is in this adult book. The same signs, same symbols, telling you to. Now, of course, this is more expensive, right? But it's in here too. I'm gonna start marking this one day, so I don't gotta look for it every single time we do this. Oh, talks about Solomon, and there's some seals, right? It's talking about Solomon. Oh, summoned from hell. You see it? They appeared, and that picture I just showed you was of Solomon in the kids' book. Oh, there it go. Didn't you just see that it's in the, see this in the kids' book? You just seen it. You just saw this in that kids' book. So this is the history of magic, witchcraft, and occult. And so they'll look right past that. But then they'll go straight to the bookstore and buy this for their kid. Even tell you about his magic ring and everything. Look, Solomon's magic ring. So you don't have to believe that they giving your babies real magic. And you can pray against all kind of stuff, but if it's looking you right in your face, so you. And I believe this is why God said his people are going to be deceived, because we don't know nothing. He said home without presenting them to God first to place his protection around them. Yeah. Well, y'all seen it. I don't know exactly which page it's on already. But y'all seen it was the exact same circle. And it's in another book we have here too. I'm not going to pull them out though. Your occult bringing started at 6. And they always got movies about the magic ring. And Solomon is the one that got it. That's why all of the jewels, the amulets, the rings, the daggers, the crystals have power. So anything that you want to use as a magic ornament or as a magic, if it's been enchanted, because you know normally this would be a big crystal or something, right, on the staff of the person that's the wizard, right? It's gonna be a big jewel or rock on that, crystal on that. And then most of the diadems, what do they have? Right where your pineal gland is, isn't it? What's this? It's the reason this is always right here. Think about it. Even in on the swords, okay? Hey, we use our manners or you don't get no information. Because I'm not a horse. Hey. It's right behind me. I literally just put it back. But you got to learn to ask better than that. We use our manners here. Y'all might not know that, but can you please tell me? Or can I ask a question? But definitely got it. It's right there. But we got to use manners. Nobody tells me what to do. You said the diadem of Ravenclaw, where Voldemort, the Dark Lord, placed part of his soul to make a Horcrux. Yeah, yeah. I probably didn't say that right, but yeah. So if you think about it, crystal ball, all gems, jewels, and all of that stuff, rocks. Y'all the ones said the rocks absorb power and hold power. Oh. So, oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. We just use our manners, pumpkin. Because people would just be thinking I'm going to be picking up books and doing all that. I'm not. We're going to use our manners. Can you please tell me? Thank you. Hey, can you please tell me what it is or whatever? I respond to manners. And a lot of people on the internet, they just use people talking crazy to them. I'm old. Everybody going to use manners. Mm-hmm. This is it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's 36 inches tall, I believe. So that's the one, pumpkin. It's true and praying in the way. Nobody talking about it. The knowledge you need is to quiet and pray. I'm glad I have these books and make comparison. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what you've been waiting to see. What? So this is the you're welcome, pumpkin. This is the thing, right? You said I just got here cuz God don't send me no books he don't want me to have. And I didn't just start doing this when I got on TikTok. I've been buying books, old books, for a very long time. It's the love that he put down on the inside of me. And I ask questions about certain information, so he sends me the information in a book. He got other people buying the books that I prayed for that nobody even knows I prayed for. So I think if he didn't want me to have them, he won't let me have stuff that I ain't supposed to have, or else I have me a big tall tree right now, and I ain't had one in a long time. So, like that. He ain't about to let me have nothing I ain't supposed to, because if that's the case, it'll be a big, tall, chocolate man standing right here. I guarantee you. I sure would. Big, tall, about 6'5", about 6'2", at least, about 240 pounds with all the branches. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about it. Because he won't even let nobody come through this door, babe. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about nothing getting in here that ain't supposed to be in here. You hear me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because if that's the case, he ain't letting you have one either. Oh, okay. I don't gotta be worried about that. When he say no, I don't even fight it. I don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I've always studied the occult because I've always, well, not always, I was tortured by demons and evil spirits and things that normal people couldn't see. They call it a sixth sense, but I could always see the spirits. I could always see eyes looking out of people's eyes, and I used to try to explain it, and people thought I was crazy. Well, now they made all the movies about it, so the animals on the faces, like in Grimm, yeah, I used to tell people, whoa, it was an animal sitting on top of their face, and they'd be like, girl, you tripping. No, they had like a beaver face, and with the hair and everything. And then people told me I was crazy, and then they came out with the movie Grimm. So no, some people really can't see what ain't there. Some people have been, I like I said, any spirits and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't call it a third eye. That's not what I call it. You might call it a third eye. I don't call it that. Because you know who had an eye in the middle of their forehead? Oh, they showed it. We just talked about them. Discernment. I can see in the spirit. That's what spiritual discernment is. You can see, you can hear what other people cannot. That's what spiritual eyes are. Okay, prime example. When Jesus used to go talking to the people, he'll be talking to the demon in them and not them. Hello. They would be talking to the demons in the person. The Gadarene, the guy from, remember? They said, what you have to do with us, Jesus? Well, it ain't no us because it's only you there, sir. You said in your occult days you was friends with the demons, not the person. Right. What do you think a familiar spirit is? If you see a man that you've never seen or a woman you've never been with, intimate, like you've never been, your stomach moves, that is the spirit of lust or whatever it is in that person connecting with the one of yours. What do you think a familiar spirit is? How you know they got good meat before they got good meat? How you know she got a good will before she got a good will? Because the demon that's in her told you. It connected with the spirit that's in you, and they know. And that's where that lustful animal attraction comes, where you can't get that person out of your mind, and it's you have to have them, and you have to do this, and you have to do that. Oh, okay, that's spiritual too. In real life, when your stomach move, when you see a person, what's moving it if it ain't food? That's not, you don't get butterflies when you eat. So why is that feeling different? Oh, okay. Okay. There's also a pain that comes that you can't describe in your stomach, that don't come when you constipated, got the diarrhea, you got to throw up. It's a spiritual pain that comes in you. When pain, like grief, that it causes pain in your body and you can't describe the pain. Oh, okay, that's a spiritual pain. You said scientists have realized that the gut moves on its own accord. Well, they just figured that out. I mean, what is the digestive tract? Because you can want to hold some boo boo in. It's going whenever it feels like it. I thought we always knew that. You can not want to throw up, and it's going to do what it's going to do, whether you like it or not. It has a mind of its own. I'm just saying, I thought we knew. Try clenching your cheeks together when something ready to get out of there. You can clench all you want to, babe. It's going to be a flood. Don't fart in your sleep and be and drank something before you went to sleep that you don't know if it's going to tear your stomach up or not. Wake up a messy pool. Okay. Oh! Let me hurry. Babe, what's wrong? Look, I gotta get to the bathroom. Nigga, be back. Look, is what's wrong? Wait, I done shorted on myself. Like, what? Oh, yeah, it's been had a mind of its own. Listen, Rika, look. Listen here. Laugh too hard when you get old and see. Ask Trump, he know they said he be sharp on himself all the time. I didn't know that's why they called him Diaper Don. That's why he don't want nobody to be more dapper than him, because his name is Diaper. I didn't know. They said he been lost control of his bowels from all the stuff he used to do. They said that's why everybody get around him and they be like this. It ain't because he's stupid. They say he's smelly. Oh, Smelly Don. For real. No, I'm not. I'm serious. It was a guy that worked on the... Think about it, though. Smelly Don. Everybody get by him and they be like this. We think they be thinking. They don't be thinking. They say he be sitting there boo-booing on himself. And then people in France, they got mad at him because he boo-booed on himself when he thank you. He boo-booed on himself when he was in France, too. Go look it up. The French people said he boo-booed on himself. And that he had an odor. And they said that he had a person on the set of The Apprentice that came and wiped his butt when he would boo-boo. And his daughter had to come tell him. Yeah. That nigga, his bowels loosed, like in the Bible. And Mary, you know, they said that the angel of the Lord came and his bowels was loose. Well, there you go. In real life. And I'm not laughing up with about nobody having incontinence or anything like that. But yeah, they call him Diaper Don for a reason. They say he is smelly. So do y'all think they gonna use the stars to make the animal hybrid babies popular? Do y'all? Think about it. They made everything that we see now popular. If they do it, the world wants to do it. They've already had them wear animal shoes, hooves and things. That's when they stepping out. They already have them have very demonic things on. They always got some horns on or some type of animal like head or something. Right. Right. So a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't believe in the Bible," but the scientists do because they're doing exactly what the giants and the angels did, trying to make a better human. And God said, "I made them fine the way that I made them." Designer babies, yep. Have one of them adopt one first to make it normally trendy for people. Right. 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 But think about this. Do we know for a fact that the stars can change into animals and they have animalistic engagements? Do we know this for sure? We do. And if you don't know, there's a book that you need to get called He Can't Set the Captives Free. It tells you everything that they be doing in the Hollywood Hills. Why we never hear how some of the stars come up missing and we never see them again. It ain't just because they in the tunnels. They've been transformed into animals. And y'all can call me a foil hat person, but if there's anybody in here that knows real magic, people that sell their souls completely out are able to change into animals. This is a fact. Especially if you're from the islands. In 22, the girl said she watched her daddy turn into a werewolf. Because it was another dog out there. She said she went to visit in Jamaica. And something was in a chicken coop. And she watched her grandfather start running and turn into a werewolf. There's another lady that I met from Puerto Rico or Cuba. And they have some kind of witch ladies. And they said they're huge owls, which is basically a harpy, that swoop down and pick people up that be on the mountains and in the fields working in them farms and stuff. They said that you have to watch your children because it don't be a eagle. It be a, I don't know what they call her, but she's a owl woman. You said you from where? The Virgin Islands? Okay, you from the Virgin Islands, Robbie? What y'all got? They got real vampires over there in Haiti. Y'all seen that nigga? And it was more than one. It wasn't even the same dude. And he did that crap in the daytime. And they was like, that's AI. Nigga, they do not got money in Haiti for no damn AI. What are you talking about? Like, people don't even... Lekusa? Are you serious? That nigga start praying, doing like this, and think about it. When them teeth was out, he couldn't even talk. He was shrieking. You said, in the Virgin Islands, we grew up with a lady with a cow foot lady. Okay, here we go. Thank you. They got cow foot people there. They got bird people in, what's the name? In Africa. Come on. What about the people that's born with, what you call it? You said the goat foot lady. Okay. Well, we just gonna look at this Haitian vampire real quick. Because these people barely be having food sometimes. So you mean to tell me they got better AI than we got here in America? He ain't the only one. There was another one, and that guy was in Haiti too. And he did the same prayer thing, bent his head down, and when he came up, he was slobbering at the mouth and everything. He ain't the only one. I did missions in Haiti, and we had spiritual warfare with voodoo priests at his home. It's very real in Haiti. Thank you, Mari. They astral projecting all day long because they still have the old magic. Not the fake stuff everybody be doing now. No, they can turn your husband into a goat. They can turn your husband into a cow. Because they have the magic that the angel, all of those symbols in New Orleans and in Haiti on the that are made into the gates, they are the angel symbols. Out of Is it in my room? Probably. Oh, it's in my room, I think. Nope. These symbols is in y'all gates. You want to know why? These symbols is on the gates. They're in your bricks. You know how they do like the brick wall, and then at the top it has the decorative brick? Oh. You said yes, definitely in New Orleans, born and raised. Oh, okay. Y'all think these symbols don't mean nothing, but they mean a whole lot. And these are angel sigils. Don't that look like a baseball diamond to you? The pitcher's mound in the middle. Never mind. Oh. I work with a lady from Haiti. It's real. Oh, I know. That look like y'all nose ring y'all be wearing right now. This look like the things that's under our beds. And in modern video games and all of the ology books, we have symbols is now coming very evident in modern games. Come on. You know, Marie, y'all gonna stay out my business. Your cousin, my son, was just telling me about when he was playing game God of War, and somebody did something, and he was like, "Mom, that you don't remember that's in God of War?" And I was like, "No, Zeus kept changing himself, and I guess the first God of War or something like that, he kept changing himself. He changed himself into a bird or something." And then when he went to go do whatever he did something else, like he got on a windowsill or something. So, yeah. No. You know what I'm talking about? He just told me that last night. He was talking to me about it last night. So, these symbols be on your kids' toys. Just like, okay, prime example. Who has a kid under 18? It's on the walls and doors and in the rooms of different places. Odin. Interesting. Next time you take your kids to the pediatric ward, you'll need to pay attention to the symbols that's on the wall because it's the sign for the pedo guys. Right in your face. But they make it cute. Did you know? If there's a children's hospital near you, you need to go to the emergency room part of it. Just walk in there one day and look right before they take your kids back on that wall. And I done been in several of them because my baby had some issues going on when she was little with her brain. So, okay, well, the snake on the wall. Yeah, listen. The next time you go into a pediatric unit at a hospital where they have a children's hospital, right? Right before the emergency part of it, you know, where they take the kids back to the triage, look on the walls right there. The sign for child love is on the walls in the hospital. In real life. Other people have seen it too. It's there. Go look it up. It's going to be somewhere in that hospital, and they put it everywhere. But if you don't know what you're looking at, I can hide the truth in plain sight that a lot of these people like kids. But because we don't know learn symbols and we just think it's cute, you said UPMC. I already know the ones with the witch sign on them. What you call it? What's their names, y'all? Uh what is it called? Ascension. Ascension hospitals? Ashkenazi or Eskenazi or whatever they call, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, just look it up. It's right there. Like I know the one in Indy. I done been to a couple of hospitals. And they was right on the wall of the children's wing. Like right when you get ready to go in there. I said, now why is that there? And it's just as purple and whatever little color. They put it all cute. But I don't have to tell you who I am if I already told you who I am. But you just don't know what you're looking at. And this is why I told y'all I'm not against nobody that's trans. I'm not against nobody that's gay. I'm not. But if the doctors like children, who came up with the puberty blockers? I need some meds real quick. Hold on. I forgot to take my medicine. Who came up with puberty blockers? Who even started that? And who's telling these babies that they trapped in the wrong body? The same people that made the puberty blockers, the same people that on their wards when they get them when they 5, 6, and 7 years old, they got the kid thing there. And we know they like them, the younger the better. And if they don't go through puberty, the body is pretty much the same except for the parts. They don't care. So who came up with the puberty blockers? Who's telling our babies that they're trapped in the wrong bodies? And who is mutilating our baby body? Now, you could be trans. Listen, that don't bother me. But I'm just telling you, pay attention to what's happening. Because witches need organs. They need tissue from young children that haven't been active, that are pure, medical or political or both of them. Come on, Mari. Why y'all think a lot of people be going back and unaliving their doctors? Y'all think that just happens because they're stressed out? Or do you think that a person that is paid to play in your head, if they have ego trips or whatever else, right, that too, Wendy, right, yeah, so pay attention. Because the whole word pharmacy means what? What does the word pharmacy mean in Latin? Tell me. Magic. Spells or incantations. What's the other one? So one more meaning for it. Poison. Poison. Poison, magic, witchcraft, spells, incantation. What is an incantation? What is a spell? What's the definition? Excuse me, of an incantation? What's the definition of a spell? We all know what poison is. But why would our root word for medicine, pharmacy, be magic? Literally, you can look it up. Magic. Magic medicine is what it says. Spells, sorcery, right? All magic. And that's why sometimes when church folks get to talking about, yeah, they smoking that reefer. Well, we ain't gonna talk. How many spells you got at your house? I don't got no spells in my house. Excuse me, lady. How many spells do you have in your purse sitting up in this church? Tell me. How many spells you got in your purse? Pull out the prescriptions. Because of which doctor mixed your medicine. So again, don't talk to me about nothing that grow out the ground and you got a witch mixing up potions for you. So much so that those magic potions can make me grow or not grow certain things that my body from Adam until now and even till now was but they could change all of that. Well, that happened in The Little Mermaid. And it's happened in all the other magic shows that they drank a potion or took something from a witch and all of a sudden they didn't look like themselves no more. They didn't sound like themselves. Or they were seeing demons everywhere and running and feeling bugs on them. Like, so I'm just looking at what be happening with the medicine and then what we see in the cartoons, and we literally see it every day right now when people go visit their doctor and come back. Uh-oh. You said poison. You said an incantation, a use of a spell or verbal charm. So a prescription, spoken or sung as a part of a ritual, a written or recited formula, which you get from the pharmacy, okay, of enchantment. And they say, please don't take this pill and try to drive. If you start to see demons, if you want to kill yourself or anybody else, if your throat starts to close up, if your lips start to swell, if your eyes start to bug out your head, if you feel like you might be a frog now and want to jump, you need to come back and see us because the spell is working and we just wanted to make sure. Oh, because how is it that most of the medication, yeah, the side effects, you get what you want. But just like Ariel, okay, prime example, and I don't know, I'm only talking about what I've heard and what I've heard other people say. A lot of trans people, their bodies, when they start rejecting the hormones or whatever it is, it starts their bones to deteriorating. Right? Kidney failure. And we just going to start with this. But if we go to, even with all of the plastic surgery that people are getting outside of transitioning, what effects is that causing? Health. So you get the look that you want, but the devil steals your life. Hello. And whatever life you would have had on the inside of you too. Whatever life, the devil says, trade in life to get the life that you want. Trade in being able to give life to get the life that you want. Life for a life. Hello? Because unless you have the money to freeze your eggs or freeze your sperm, or you've already procreated after you transition, there is no way that you can biologically have children anymore. So you got the life you wanted, but you can't give a life. Now you can adopt, but it won't be your DNA. Yeah, what is it that everybody Ozempic? It's Ozempic, the lap band, what is it called? Phentermine. All of the stuff that get you the look that you want causes you something else with your life. And the Bible is always talking about, don't worry about the inside, outside, worry about the inside. The injecting of a foreign code, trying to rewrite what's already has been established, and the body rejects it and treats it like a virus. Okay. And I'm not coming down on nobody. I want y'all to see how these witches been playing in our face. Because witches can make you grow a tail. They can make you see wrong or right. They can drive you crazy. They can trap you in the body of an animal. Whose idea was it to let people be furries? Who comes up with all the medical diagnoses? The witches. And I'm not saying I'm against doctors, because God made doctors, but a lot of your doctors are witches. I'll be right back, because I forgot to take my meds. It's past my 3 hours. Give me a second. I left it here with y'all. Hold on. Be right back. I know I left it somewhere. No, it was something I forgot to do. That was it. I forgot to take my meds. Yeah, we've been on here 3 hours too. It's been right at 3 hours. I knew it was something I was feeling a little weird. It's been 3 hours. The doctor said it'll help with my eyes and stuff. So let me go and make sure I stay up on that, because he said they'll fix it in a minute. So only lasts about 3 to 4 hours. But that's all I need. I'll be on here about 3 hours and I get off, and you know. Thank you. They are like old times. I got another pair too that's pretty kids. Listen. That's what he said. I told him when I went and got these new here glasses. I said, well, he said, are you on some medications? I said, sure. He said, well, you didn't list them here. I said, well, I figured I'd just tell you. I figured I'd tell you. He said, yeah, that lasts about 3-4 hours. I said, oh, I know. I've been using it for years. Don't worry about it. I don't need none of y'all medications. None. I'll take it every 4 hours like the doctor prescribed, and I've been all right for the last 20 years. Yeah. I just went to the eye doctor last week or the week before. Sure did. Said it's working just fine. No surgery needed. Got my little pop bottles here. I'll be all right. Yeah, I will be okay. Sure will. Anyway, once I found out, I'm going to be honest. I was young. And the reason that I started studying about doctors and things like that is because I noticed, like, my parents are in the medical field. My parents. Yes, I did. And as a very young person, they started cutting on me, on my uterus, telling my mama all of this stuff. Oh, we see cancerous cells and we need to take a biopsy of this and we need to, and by the time they was done, I had an incompetent cervix. from them cutting and hacking on stuff. So when I started to carry my children, they were preterm labor. I had preterm labor with all of them. High risk pregnancies with every last one of my children. Right? Well, what does the witch do? They make people not be able to have babies. They make people have babies that back in the day look like monsters. Okay? They disfigured babies in the womb. Remember when the witch would come and touch the lady's stomach and she'd be looking all creepy and the lady would grab her stomach and then she'll feel the pain, but her pregnancy been fine all this time before that? This is real. A lot of stillbirths is because a person that ran into a witch and don't know it. A lot of babies that be fine. That's why I don't let people, like, you can't just touch my kids. Yeah, they be making people sterile. They need the life source. This is why our grandmas was the way that they was about certain things. Because they knew magic was real. Because they grandmas and mom, like I said, my great auntie, my aunties and stuff, they did magic. I told y'all, me and my cousin, he was in here one day. He verified it. My auntie used to bury the man she wanted, and that she didn't want to quit messing with her. She was going to do the red rum thing, or she was going to take that nigga drawers and bury him outside her window. In real life. And whatever man's drawers she did that to, she could not get rid of him. But that also makes obsession too. And a person that's obsessed with you will kill you. And that's what the magic people don't tell you, is that, yeah, you can do this love spell, but they'll kill you too. They will unalive you. Because it's a demon that is working the magic, not the person. It is an evil spirit. Spaghetti girl. In your tea. All of that. I knew about all of that stuff before I was 8 years old. You couldn't throw no salt. Like, you couldn't leave nothing at my auntie and them house. And it's a magic book that they were selling at Five Below. It's a few. They always selling magic books, and people don't think that stuff is real, but it's one that it was supposed to be for kids, I think. I don't know where it is just right now, but it talked about if you take a napkin, right, and do something with the napkin, put some salt in it. Don't let nobody drop no napkin in your house, or a white glove, and it got to be a white rag. That's why I don't like people leaving stuff, and you can't leave nothing in my house. I will hunt you down or send it to you in an Uber, whatever. You cannot leave nothing in my house. Like all of those love potion stories. Come on. And remember, we did the whole Victoria's Secret thing. All of their stuff is named after that, because they're an apothecary, and people don't believe it, but their stuff is love spell. Think about it. All of the very expensive perfumes is named after a sin. Obsession, all of them. Love spell. I can't think of all the other ones right now. Y'all know them. My sister left her husband's. There they go with that BS. Some men don't eat from a woman when they're on their menstrual. It's smart. Listen. Y'all can act like magic don't exist. They don't call a man's phallus a magic stick for nothing. Damn thing will put a spell on you, especially if he's full of demons. See, people be worried about catching bodies. I be worried about catching spirits, because they don't leave. And if this person has a high-ranking demon that is taking up space in their life, in their body, that they use as their own, then you just allow 40,000 demons to have access to your mind and your body, and you wonder why mental illness is running rampant right now. Well, so is promiscuity. Always reminds me of the Sybaris place. All the couple. Listen! Been in there. They ain't never been in there, though. Been in there. Not taken down in there, but I've been in there. But I know a lot of people that's been taken down. And a Sybaris is what? A whole sex demon. Quit playing. They don't tell all the girls that the man's gravy can be a form of sexual magic. Listen, of course. Baby batter, for sure. And remember, demons only need a conduit, babe. They only need something that, no. Yeah, no. Dope D is a real thing. And then niggas be like, nigga, because I already know. Some tell me I'm going to be crazy. I don't want to be crazy. Oh, okay. What be telling you that? And you ain't even slept with her or slept with him yet. And it ain't by the way they look. It's that tingle in your stomach. That familiar spirit that's telling you if you ever get over here, you won't be able to. It'll be on your mind for the rest of your life. 2 years now, and I don't celebrate nothing. It wasn't the Torah and Sabbath on Saturday. Okay. All right. You hear me? It's a real thing. Why do y'all think so much mental illness? And see, this is the thing. People think that it won't hit your kids. The devil does not care. He wants your kids because that's a younger body. He got a longer time to be there. So all you got to do is open the door. Letting freak offs happen at your house and all your homegirls come hang over there. They're sluts and stuff. That have a horse spirit on them. And then when you let the horse come around, there's whoremongers. Well, what comes with that? Lust and perversion and abuse. Because so many women now don't want that. I'm either going to go here or here with it. Okay? But when you understand that when you are having premarital sex or you in adultery, fornication, that you literally open up a whole spiral vortex in your home. And as many demons while that vortex is open, so until you climax, they piling in. They just need a doorway, hun, and they don't have to use these kinds because you let the body in. And then sin opens up. You open yourself up, your spiritual house, and then your physical house as well. All you got to do is think about the movies. The person was super sweet and super nice, and then they slept with them, and all this weird stuff started happening in their home. And they don't know that the demons came with the person, male or female. Hello. Yeah, they go away. When you break the cycle and you have to tell God, I need you to, they don't have no grounds here. But, okay. If I'm a witch and I pray over this, anywhere where this goes, the demons that are attached to this inanimate object will be there. Okay? But just like this, I could pour this solution out of here and pour vodka in here, urine in here, coffee, bleach, some kind of poison water, antifreeze, lemonade. I won't know what's actually in here until I open it up and smell it or test it or taste it. It's just like that with our bodies. Your body is a temple and it contains things. That's why when you die, your chest deflates and there's no more. Yeah, that's your heart, but that's your spirit. That's why they always talk about the last breath. And the chest don't rise no more. So it housed. This is a house. This is a cup. This is a vessel, a vassal. Okay? And whatever, if there's no lid on it, and the Holy Ghost is the lid, the covering of the blood of Jesus, it dips you all in. That's the physical, okay, that's the covering for any of the gaps and holes that might be in there. I I asked for deliverance, but soon after a man popped up wanting a relationship and sending gifts. Have you never read the scripture about the spirits that's cast out and you get the house all cleaned up and nice and pretty, and the spirit that's been roaming to or for goes back and forth, and when he come back in, he don't just come by himself, he brings 7 demons stronger than him, and each one of those demons could be a leader of 10,000 apiece. So you didn't just get 8 spirits, you got 8,000 or 80,000 in real life, like an anchor or a summoning agent, like on the magicians or supernatural. Yes, exactly, exactly. Sex magic is one of the strongest magics. You have a big one and you blow it all the time. Well, can you teach me how? Because I be having a headache trying to learn. What is the lip placement? Because I played the violin. I didn't play no horn or flute or none of that. I ain't figured it out yet. But I'll tell you what's really crazy. We got this one, and then we got this one. 2 different people sent these. And this is the crazy thing. The second horn showed up right around the time everybody was talking about the second trumpet blowing in Revelations or whatever. Yeah, it showed up like that week, and then people was like, wait a minute, because it said this is going to happen when the second, yeah, that showed up at the same time. No joke. Real life. And this second one came all the way from Israel. Thank you, Auntie. Have I ever heard of a man or a woman having a white liver? No, but I believe anything is possible, huh? I believe God. And he said his thoughts are not our thoughts. And stuff is way more serious than what we think. Like Men in Black is real. And everything that we saw in that video was real. And everything that we saw in Narnia was real. And everything that we saw in Troll, the movie that came out a couple years ago, was real. And everything that we saw in Leave the World Behind was real. And everything that we saw in 12, The Day After Tomorrow was real. It's all real. They just been told, like, it's crazy because God gives us warnings. He said they have eyes, but they don't see. God did not talk about magic in the Bible if it wasn't real. Janus and Jambres are the 2 magicians or wise men that went up against Moses. And even your Bible and the other books say that they had the power to do all that Moses did. Well, Moses was using the power of God. What was they using? The stolen power of God. Because when the angels came down and taught them women, they taught them the secrets of heaven. So magic always been real. It did not become witchcraft until man got a hold of it. It's never supposed to be used for us. Chemistry and all of that, the study of the stars, and if you spark this rock under the moon, the fallen angels taught that. The secrets of heaven. That's why Dr. Strange intrigues so many people, but they don't know that that's not made up. There are beings, intergalactic beings, that interact with us all the time, because the Bible says some of you have allowed angels to come in your house unaware. Like, you never know when you entertaining one. It never said good or bad. Well, angels are not from this dimension. Well, Men in Black told us that it's beings that come from other dimensions that be walking around with us, and they be wearing meat suits, and we didn't even know. Disney told y'all kids with 626 and Lilo and Stitch. So when we are using herbs to heal ourselves, does it mean we practice that? No. There's a scripture in the Bible where God tells his people to do the things the way the apothecary does it, but don't go to the apothecary to have them make it for you. Like when they were making the oil, the blessed oil, and their different tinctures and stuff. There's scripture. Because he said, I gave you herbs. Okay, so this is the thing. The devil is a mimicking spirit, period. Every single thing that he does mocks God. He did not invent anything. He wanted to take God's credit. This started in the beginning. Remember, he said, "Who is you?" Well, I'm gonna exalt myself, and they gonna worship me. Every single thing that he does, his Bible, the devil's Bible, is real. And there is a read of quick writing, the one like in Harry Potter. See, they be showing y'all. Y'all think it's a joke, but if you go read Enoch, there's an angel called Peruviel that when Enoch now was writing them books, they brought them a quill. And it's a quick writing. God made it that way. But the angels knew that too, the fallen angels. And some of the angels that wrote the books failed. A third of all classes of angels failed, not just one kind. Which we know when men get their hands on stuff, they always perverted the original use of it. Exactly. You know where we're going with it, Mari. Mm-hmm. How dare you take God's creation to change his plan? You didn't take nothing that you created, that you pulled out of the air, but you can't even put it out because he created that too. So you're going to take some herbs, you're going to take his animals and spill blood and use all of the things that he gave us to enjoy to then change or force someone to do something. Because magic, the reason magic is wrong, okay, is because it takes a person's ability to choose a way, which is something God himself does not even do. So you're going to take all the stuff that he made and use it against his creation to control them when he doesn't even do that. Oh, you bold. You are really, really bold. You are strong. You got some cojones. You hear me? Right. No, I don't want no parts of it. I mean, it sucks because they pulled us into it. We using magic right now. Hello, crystal ball. Hello, magic mirror. Hello. Right here. You should not be able to see me, and I'm thousands of miles away or in a different country. You should not be able to see me taking my glasses off in real time. This should be a picture that I had to mail to you. But in a magic mirror, in a crystal ball, liquid crystal display, this screen right here, I can say, "Hey Siri," and magic mirror is going to come up. I can say, "Show me CERCA TROVA." I can say, "Show me India." I can say, "Show me Japan." I can say, "Show me Beyonce at her last concert," or if she's in concert right now, I can say, "Show me Kevin Gates and Drake." And it's liquid crystals. Wait a minute. It's liquid crystals that allow me to see you, or you to see me and hear me. Well, when they said magic mirror showed me the fairest of them all, she could see Snow White running through there, couldn't she? Talking to this hair, to singing and everything. She was watching from afar, lurking. But they couldn't do it unless they had liquid crystals. So it was either a liquid crystal mirror or one of these. Still liquid crystals, and so what you think is new technology is they've been showing us on Disney all day long. Liquid crystal display allows y'all to see me and hear me in real time, and I am wherever I am and you are wherever you are. Because it's liquid crystals in every single magic mirror on your wall in your house, and you pay good money for them too. Don't even let nobody touch the remote that controls your crystal ball that's on the wall that allow people to see you and you to see them. Your magic mirrors, saints of God that don't do no magic, well, take them TVs down. Don't use your Apple Watch to clock your steps when you're getting ready for the convention. Don't do that, because that's magic, baby. Don't touch it. Liquid crystals is why you could talk to your mama and say, honey, because I'm getting ready for church. Y'all better get ready because the bus going to be there soon. The church bus is coming. Y'all know we got to get that. No. Sister, hold on. She calling me. The devil is a lie. Pray over your watch before you use it, because it's magic. Since you're praying over the Sinners movie now, I'm just saying, you can't use one crystal ball and see this one and say, woo, They witches. And then use the crystal ball on your wrist and think you getting to heaven. Which one is it? Make up your mind. Come on now. Because didn't you just beg your husband to buy you a 96-inch plasma screen, LCD liquid crystal display, magic mirror? So when the church people come over and y'all watch the Passion of Christ, you got the biggest magic mirror on your wall. And you got Alexa so she can cue the movie. Alexa, play Tamala, Take Me to the King. Magic mirror, show me the way to the hidden lands. Show me a kangaroo in Egypt that has red speckled hair and blue spots. Magic mirror, show me where my child is. Location spells. Magic mirror, use your location spell to track my husband, track my mama, track my pastor, track me. Location spells. Bippity boppity boo, some food at your door, and you used your crystal ball to get it there, did you not? How you order your groceries? Magic mirrors. How you order the chairs off of Amazon? Magic mirrors. You told something that was not where you are. You didn't walk into no store. You called your magic mirror. You got on your magic mirror, your crystal ball, and said, bring me what I want. And it said, okay. It'll find, you can take a picture of it. This magic mirror will find anything just like those used to back in the day. They will find anyone. Doxing. Magic mirrors allow that to happen. Spying on children, magic mirrors. Spying on people through their camera, magic mirrors. What magic you don't do? What magic you don't participate in? Don't forget you go to the witch doctor to get your medicine, your cures and stuff. Don't forget that. Every time I was at church, somebody was testifying about leaving the doctor, the witch doctor. So we just gonna move on. And sitting up in church with their potions in their purse and their bag in the car. That's why they be nodding in the choir stand. Moving on. Same things they used in the Matrix too. All coding, they give commands to everything in the system. Here we go. You said, and magic uses the elements. And what do our devices use? Electricity, carbon, iron, copper, and more. Come on, Mari. Cobalt and the like. All the stuff that the witches put together to make their spells work. Never mind. Never mind. Matter of fact, let's see what they got on here. A whole bunch of stuff I can't read with these glasses on. We got ember, steel, silver, spirit tin, antimony, sulfuric acid, aqua fortis, aqua regia, water bath, aqua vitae, a whole bunch of other stuff. Winter, autumn, summer. We got cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, burnt alum, borax, carbon, niter, is it niter? Oxygen, amalgam, I think that is. Spirit, essence. What is this one? Universal seed, sodium, potassium, lime, sand, glass, clay, rust, wood, fumes, tallow, soap, wick, eggshells, quick lime, distilled vinegar, oil of vitriol, pinch, crucible, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Magnesium. Yeah. Interesting. So this is why when church people ask me why I have certain books in here, then they be ready to throw their Bible at me. I said, now do you really want to know the answer? Because God said my people perish for the lack of knowledge. The fact that the witch of Endor was able to bring up the soul of a prophet from wherever he was at and he had been dead should tell you that you don't know your enemy if you want to say magic is not real. Mm-hmm. That's why the devil, he can put magic right in your face. He can put stuff right in your face. You won't even know. And most times they say, I don't need to know about it. If it ain't in the 66 books, well, how you think I found it? I've got it from there. But I didn't just take the surface, which is the most basic instructions. This one that people be about to slap you upside the head, the most basic one. Because see, God said I got levels. You can go higher and deeper in this thing. But if you only want the surface, well, that's the 66. I mean, I can't force you to take nothing else. But I put clues in the 66 so that you could find more. But most people don't want to go looking. If it ain't right in their face, they say, oh, I don't need it, even though God said, he didn't say the world's people. He didn't say the sinners. He said, my people are going to perish, die an untimely, violent death because they don't have enough information. Yeah. But see, church folks try to put that on the world, but it didn't say the sinners are lost because they don't have any information. He said, my people. The people that claim to love me, but they don't even know what they're looking at most times when they're looking at it. The symbols that they will almost work themselves to death for to wear into the church, the red bottom shoes, they don't know what they mean, but they gonna step in them. Okay? They don't know what it means. The belt buckle that the pastor got on in the car that he drive, right? All symbols of fallen angels and their children, the gods. The symbols on their glasses, the Medusa on they belts, right? She was a child of the like a Nephilim kid. They try to tell you it was locks on her head, but if you look at she did have locks. They weren't snakes, but her whole face was. If you got the right books, and it'll show you that it was a snake face. I think it's in this one, and it's on the hieroglyph. I gotta look at my book. Auntie, I know you sent me the glue. It's sitting right there. I still ain't fixed it. Uh-oh. There go y'all symbol. The Venus symbol was just on that alchemic table. And look, there go the beings. The goat guy with the, and then the people with the extended heads. And then the little bitty people. And the little, it's 3 sizes of people in that picture. It's 3 size women there. You see it. A lady, a big tall lady that's close to the sun, a medium sized lady, and then a little bitty lady right there. Interesting. Right, we did that already, the animal people and all of that, but I don't think it's this one because it was a colored picture. I think it's my other book. It's his, it's my other book because this one's black and white. Both of these books is falling apart. The spines is gone on them. Let's see if we can find it. There's a bird person right there. Interesting. It's either in this one, or this one I got in my lap because it's a colored picture. Let's find it. think it's in my Nah. It's in this one of these other ones. Sometimes they show it in these too. Okay. Here we go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, there go the cow people. There's a lot of animals in this one. I forgot. The animal guides. Oh, Lord, which one of these books is it in? So it's not in this one. Which one of my freaking books, y'all? I don't think it's in my ancient Egypt book. Give me 1 second. Y'all know we got a gazillion books about everything. Oh, shoot. Which book is what one? Those 2 big books that I just pulled out, they're on my book list. It's Mythology, a Visual Encyclopedia. And, ooh, girl, you didn't put your feet on this book. Tripping. And the LaRousse Encyclopedia of Mythology. Hopefully you can find them on a good deal, because once we start talking about them, the price is sky freaking rocketed. They was more like $300-400 for them books, so hopefully you find one. They not so popular now. All right, I think we're getting close. It's the famous freaking picture with the... How can I not find this, y'all? And I probably got it marked, and I'm just not taking my time. Tell you about the red bottoms. It be baby skin on there. Go look up the Red Shoe Club. They just made it acceptable for the people. Oh, right. The finest leathers and whatnot. Anything that's going to be super popular in this world is going to have everything to do with what God doesn't like. Did you hear me? Y'all still here? Hello? When I find this, I'm going to mark it so I don't have to do this every time. There we go. Let me keep my word and mark it right now. Here we go. This way I don't have to look for it next time. I always keep you a sticky. See? You see she got a snake face, right? Got the blue people. They definitely colored this person right here wrong, but we're going to move on. You don't even fit in that picture. You see that? Stop trying to cover stuff up, please. But look, yeah, that's a snake face person. That's not a mask. Right on the second one. So they showed you in ancient Egypt that reptile people was real long time ago. But you just gotta know what you're looking at. They said they were the gods that they believed in, and these were masks. They were not. They were the the beings that they're making in Japan right now, the animal human hybrids. I can't see no manners either. It's a way to get stuff around here. I don't know how long you've been in the class. Oh, okay. You're welcome. Okay. So these beings that they told us never existed, they are now creating in a lab in Japan right now, and they have been. We know they've been doing it for years, but they just made it public that they're making human animal hybrids. So we could be seeing some of these beings shortly. If you watch Sweet Tooth on Netflix, if you have not, you need to watch it. All of it. Because all of it is relevant to everything that's happening right now with the military, with the leaders, and with the scientists. Oh, and with the food shortage and the collapse of the world as we know it. So, if you didn't watch Sweet Tooth, you'll want to, because it's kind of with everything that if you watch Leave the World Behind and Sweet Tooth together, oh, you'll see it. It'll be right there in your face like this and like that. Everything that is unclean is an abomination today. Yep. Yep. And he took over 7,000 years to make all of these species of flowers and this and animals. And then man said, we don't really like that, and we don't think you really know what you're doing, so we're going to change everything you made. We looked up how many feet, miles. What it is, it's over 60,000 miles of veins in your body or something. What was it? Was it 60,000? 60,000 miles or something? I think you could go around the world like what, 8 times? We did the math. I know it's something like that. Veins and arteries or something. It's like 60,000 or whatever it is. It's from like, it's longer than the distance from here to China or here to something. We just did the math on that a little while ago. So if you can understand that, or how he fit 2 football fields or a football field worth of intestines in this body, no matter how big or small it is, even the ones that come out this big when they born, and it's still all of that intestine in there, and then it grows with you. Your eyeballs stay the same size your whole life. Interesting. So why they don't grow, but everything else do? And sometimes things can start out completely normal, and then by the end of it, one side of your body is bigger than the other one. And they don't know why. It just is. So men think they can make what they can't even understand better. And as y'all can see from all the end of the world movies, it started in a lab. Every end of the world of the movie started in a lab. Whether it was food, trying to find a cure to something, they was playing God with the animals, they was playing God with the earth, they was too greedy trying to get all the minerals and oils out of it, they was trying to hurt a whole bunch of people so they could make a lot of money off of the land that God gave them. Oh, there's a number of things, but it always had to do with like the medical community and the rich people. The end of the world. It always got to do with the rich people and the scientists, the doctors. Thunderbolts, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it. And as you can see, the rich people and the scientists got their hands in some stuff that got the earth flooded the last time. They trying to open. Okay, so y'all realize that CERN is the equivalent of the Tower of Babel. Who understands that? CERN and what Mr. Musk is doing is the equivalent of the Tower of Babel. Because remember, God said they almost made it, and that's why he had to send the angels down. Well, the reason they almost made it, one, was because they was giants, and two, because their daddy was angels. They gave them the secrets to the portals. So had they have built it up tall enough, here we go, they would have made it because their daddies gave them the information. They know where all the wormholes are, all the portals are, just like y'all saw in Thor. That's not a lie. This is how they almost made it there. This is how the Argonauts had flying ships back in the days of Helen of Troy. And then they made a movie. And if you've watched Golden Compass or His Dark Materials, they tell you right there. It was talking bears. It was all of these Planet of the Apes. They tell you with that because at the Tower of Babel, half of the men was turned into ape men. Half of them, of a section of them, was turned into elephant men. And we have movies about both, but nobody ever thought about where they came from. Well, they come from the Book of Jasher. And if you look, they were the Phoenicians and the people that were in that area, mainly the Phoenicians. If you look at the apes' armor on Planet of the Apes, they have the Phoenicians' hats and armor on. Oh. That cone, like the pinball hat, and then the cuffs. If you go look at what they have on, they're wearing the Phoenician headgear. All the Persians and all those guys, the people from Babylon and all of that. If you look at in these books at what armor they were wearing, and then you look at the ape men, you'll see something. And then go read Jasher. And the land of Shinar, or Sinar, is around like India. Well, India has elephant men, do they not? They worship the elephant men. I know because I got some of their religious books right there, and it's elephant men and bird men in there too, and green men and blue men, right in that book. They holy book with the Vedas in it, just right there, and they got pictures of blue people, just like I just showed you in this book here. All the people that's in Egypt is in India. They just there by a different name, but their skin colors be the same. Their features change a little bit, but gods and the angels, they was able to shapeshift. Don't forget that part. In real life. Don't believe it? Well, then you don't believe that the devil transformed himself into an angel of life or a snake to trick Eve either. Don't forget that. So either you believe it or you don't. Can't half believe some of it. It's real. All of it. And that's why he said they have eyes but they don't see. That's what he said. We've been looking at witchcraft and symbols that we were ready to kill over, Nike and all of this kind of stuff, pushing people down for magic mirrors. People getting trampled at Christmas time for magic mirrors to put under their magic tree that they got. Working themselves to death, missing time with their family to get magical toys to put under the tree that you ain't even supposed to have up. I'm about to go to sleep. Well, I might not go to sleep just yet. I'm gonna find me a snack first. Oh, I got some carrot cake. So I'm gonna eat me some carrot cake, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna give me some water, not coffee, and give me some carrot cake and get in my bed. I don't know if I'm gonna come on here tomorrow or not. I might. I'm not spending the holiday with my children. So, and I know y'all are spending the holidays with y'all mamas and doing cookouts and cooking good food. I was gonna go visit them, but measles is around, and I'm not trying to be out in the highways and byways. So, I'm gonna be here. It'd have been nice if they could have came down here and cooked for me, but it's okay. Cause then I'd have to been being grandma, and I don't want to right now. So I'm gonna just spend a day, the weekend chilling. Yes, but they coming down here in a couple months. One of them going to them concerts that's coming. It's a lot of concerts that's coming here. So, I love y'all. Hopefully, the new people, you learn something. Old people, y'all done heard it so many times, y'all can probably repeat it. But there's always somebody that didn't know. And it's never too late to learn unless the Lord is cracking the sky right now, which he's close, but he ain't made it here just yet. So, thank you, Pumpkin. Happy Mother's Day to all of y'all, too. All my aunties and all my aunties and grandmas and cousins and sisters and nieces. Yes, and cousins. So, I'll see y'all later. I love y'all.